helping Steven Crowder. Hello, everyone. Dark Side Phil here. I don't know why I did that. I am, it's been interesting. Appreciate you guys understanding. A little bit better. I mean, my hole is still, you know, on the, oh, look, the birds are just going to randomly chirp now as soon as I start the stream. I'm not running to the bathroom, like, every 5 seconds. But, like, my stomach's still rumbling. No, I have not. Thankfully, I have not pooped myself. That has something that has happened once.
Try to relax your anus.
2 times? Like 1.5, let's say, to be accurate. Where the D-pads, yeah. That actually would have been... I always remember I was on the front with my phone, Nick, and I, like, it didn't... You know, like, when you could tell mostly that, like, that it's more than a fart? I genuinely thought I had a fart. And I was on the phone with him and we were chatting and I'm like, oh, dude, I gotta go. My ass is out of control. And, yeah, I had to throw out the pants, take a shower. Luckily, it got nowhere. That was fun. So, yeah, that's why I didn't stream. I did record videos, but you can record videos because, you know, if I was streaming, I'd be like, hey, guys, got to leave again, hole. Hey, guys, got to leave again, hole. I do have the beanie. Actually, I wore the beanie out because it was fucking freezing. I have the Tim Pool beanie. I'll wear that on a longer night. That's why I'm not wearing it now. What are they doing with the S24? Let me get to Super Chat, speaking of which, Sexy Coco. What the fuck am I doing? We have numerous colors of feet. I just got that now. I didn't poop, but I have to wipe. Also, thanks some company contacts at Samsung getting my hands on an S24 Ultra tomorrow. Jesus Christ, some neat tech in there. They are doing some practical... I'm going to have to look into it now. I want to try them because here is my thing, and the only reason that I stick with Apple, painfully... I can't say painfully, that's a lie. I like things about iOS, and I like things more about Android, and back and forth. Is the camera for when I do B-roll, like, just now there's still, when it comes to stills, I think there's plenty of Android cameras that go toe-to-toe with iOS, but it's not, but when it comes to video, matter of fact, I think there's Android phones that take better still pictures than iPhone, but when it comes to recording video, no one touches. Man, it's weird. Well, I'm like, you know what? Because I know I can't do it, because I have to drive my son into school tomorrow. My daughter has a minor procedure tomorrow. That's why I haven't said anything about Baldur's Gate. Whenever I always don't like planning stuff when there could be a variable. I mean, and life happens, man. Like I thought I was getting the flu like yesterday. I was like, you know, when you're getting sick and like. Your clothes, like you put them on and they feel like it's like tingling as it touches you. I'm like, dude, the last time I felt like that, I was getting fucking COVID. And I was like, this can't be good. It wasn't as bad as that. Like that felt like when I went to go piss when I was starting to get COVID, it felt like a blizzard. Was it going to hit me? It was so weird. Like I was walking in my nice warm house. I have a space heater. It's a heat pump / air conditioner, so it's warm. Oh, dude, when I felt like I was walking outside in like a blizzard with 50-mile-an-hour winds. But yeah, that's why I didn't stream last night. You would have just been staring. It would have been like when Phil leaves, except that would have been the entire stream. So. I mean, I know you guys love that south of the border music from Rival Turf, but I think it would have gotten old. Oh, there's my son. My son wanted chicken and broccoli for dinner, so he's getting it. This is why, man, having a 2-family home with your family on the other side is a blessing because I wouldn't be able to stream tonight. So, but Rich, I have a bone. Why didn't you stream from the toilet? Dude, if I streamed from the toilet, I think you would have smelled it through the screen. We all want to hear the sounds of your bottom exploding. Sam, so I'm going to look into this. Maybe it's time to just pick up a Android phone and fuck with it for a little while. I haven't done that in quite a while. I got phones sent to me I just haven't had time to review them. It's not even that I used them. It's just like, oh, cool. Yeah, I have no time to review this, so... Because to review a phone, man, the last time I reviewed a phone, this is how far we're going back now, was the...
Dr. Sex E. Coco donated $15.
Listen.
Samsung is doing some interesting camera things. You can now do 4K 120, and even use I to double to it 240. They have a new 5x50 MP telephoto. But the cool stuff is all in the software. It's pretty great. Can't wait for Apple to invent I next year.
I need them... You know what I need? That would give me... The 4K 120 sounds sexual. I wonder how much light it needs to look good, though. YouTube needs to start having 120 FPS videos. Phones have 120 hertz screens. That's another review I'm going to do, and I think that'll go over well. I forgot that I had it because life has been insane. I think I even may have gotten that before my daughter got sick. Is a $99 144 hertz 1080p monitor. My point being is that having high refresh rates now is cheap and obtainable. It's not like, you know, only the top of the line phones had it. Yeah, for phones, you know what, man? For phones, you are right, unboxing. I could deal with 60. But since most phones are doing 120, even mid-range ones, hey, YouTube, what's up? I'd love to upload footage at 120 if I'm doing like recording games or something. That'd be crazy. So holy crap, I'm like 5 miles behind. Cosmic Productions, let's see. So thank you, Bingfish, for being a member. For now, I've got my fans already, a band of Argentinian funny Monet and some filtered crack pipe. I'm actually surprised her review or her interview with him only got 21,000 views. I mean, it's not that her channel is huge, but still, it's Chris Chan being interviewed. Like, I'm going to talk about this in a video tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And what was up with Boogie's crazy video? Excellent marketing, Boogie. I think Keem's in your ear. And give Keem credit. Dude knows how to market shit. Mine is the farmer thing. I like all the dudes that are the farmers when it comes to the Lolcow podcast. I just think the concept doesn't make sense. God, I sounded like Phil. I said concept. Ugh. Yeah, I think we'll watch the Lolcow live when I have my Tim Pool beanie on tomorrow. And Jay will, I think, be streaming this weekend. I think he intimated that he was going to be streaming Baldur's Gate 3. I don't want to put words in his mouth, though. Did she really cheated? That wasn't like some bullshit clickbait? Oh, shit. Man, she got her cherry popped and she's just going to town, huh?
Spread your cheeks and just go to town.
So you're early. How dare you be early? My mom has been really sick lately, so thanks for the distraction tonight, Bird Dad. Yeah. My mom's been going through some stuff too, but she's getting better though. Problem is she doesn't eat enough. This doctor told her today. But anyway. Birds, that is all. Thank you, Will. Having a good day, Dad. What is the size of your shoes? I don't know. You know what's weird? The video that I thought the video on physical media was going to bomb. It's doing okay. But I thought the video on, because it was so fucking bizarre with the shoe fetish thing. Welcome to YouTube in 2024. It is what it is. Plus, my uploads have been erratic, so it's probably my own fault. Having a good day. So my shoe size is actually, oh bullshit, I think 11 and a half. I don't remember. I just, when I get a new pair, I look at my old pair and I get the same size and they fit. Hey, Rich. Much love. Have you ever noticed that when sometimes you laugh, it sounds like... Yes. Also, yes, I agree with you. Also, Ken, cries in media. Can you mod? Right now, I'm holding off on mods. It's interesting that Phil had the same issue that I had with DL5. But I'm more of a sport than Phil. YouTube has to fix that, though. You know what? Yes, Phil got trolled. But that's a loophole that YouTube needs to figure out. Like, the onus shouldn't be on the streamer to make sure someone's not using a VPN so they could pay a ridiculous amount less for memberships than they should be paying. What am I going to... Well, let me just get out my... let me see what the inflation calculator says here. And this is... What currency is it again? No! I'm going to fucking stream. Oh, man. Who am I second in line to? The greatness known as you, Maximus? Am I second to you? Because you are a man. Yeah, that's disgusting. But it's good for you, though. Plant-based protein drink. It tastes like peanut butter and salt. Like, that literally. It is not appetizing, but it is good for you. While you watch... I have a feeling that YouTube will do 120. Yeah, it's plant-based. I'm staying away from fucking dairy for obvious reasons. Desi cheated on Boogie. I want to say I'm surprised, but I'm not. And that's not me throwing shade. Dude, she's 20. She doesn't know what the fuck. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing with my life until my early... And even then, I'm still figuring shit out. You know what I mean? The problem, Dag, with HDR content, I could tell you why a lot. Like, I think Austin Evans even dabbled. In HDR. The problem with it, though, I just saw Jay Hooft was talking, saying I should fuck somebody. Okay. Is that it's a lot of processing power. It's a lot of color correction. It's not like, you know, when you record on your phone, you could choose to record in HDR. Like, recording the footage is easy, but actually, you know, editing it and processing it and all that shit is, it's not fun. That's why you don't see more of it. I'm just letting you know so you understand. I was trying to fuck with HDR footage. We'll find out tomorrow, Doom. I wish I could watch both tonight, but I can't do it. I got to drive my son in the morning. Cosmic, who cares? You're a deadbeat mod. It's not. No one here is getting paid to be a mod. You can, if you never use any of your mod powers ever, I don't care. You know, it's just weird that she was the one saying Boogie could cheat on me. And I would still be with him. Yeah, dude. The relationship is not gonna. I mean, but did we expect anything different? She's 20 and he's pushing 50. I'm here not doing mod things because I'm a deadbeat mod, but I like the way you move. I like the smell of your hole. Hit the lick button. Hit the lick button and a person will come lick you. That's not weird at all. Palm the soundboard, absolutely.
I'm sure I can relax your anus.
Oh.
Focus on your sexy Coco donated $15. So a few of you are telling me that the 200 MP sensor doesn't mean anything. Obviously you guys don't understand what megapixels are. Samsung put a 200 MP sensor on their phones to allow in more light for low light conditions. So yes, megapixels matter.
I think he's right. Now, in terms of like it making a better picture, but it does, well, I guess more light would be a better picture. But say it's a bright sunny day and you have a 12 megapixel, I don't know how many megapixels the iPhone is, but it's nowhere near that. And you have a 200 megapixel Samsung, you won't really see the difference. However, if it's nighttime and you have a bigger sensor with more megapixels, I think I'm right. If I'm wrong, you could correct me all day. It allows more light in and you'll get a better picture at night. That's where it would come in, and that's what happens when you date someone young enough to be your daughter. Yeah, dude, like he popped her cherry and she's like, wait, there's other schlongs I can explore. I know that's a terrible way to put it. I know it, but that's how it goes, man. You know. So, no, Dez, the current Dez, I believe. She's 20, dude. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, it's time for an interview that I've been waiting for a long time. And I've heard some stuff in here. We're going to change. I'm going to change it over. I was doing my intro chat. Kind of sounds like intro guy. I heard some interesting stuff about this. My phone is...
Focus on your sexy Coco donated $15. No, the megapixels don't automatically lead to a better picture, but it makes it easier to light a photo better.
Yes,
You
that's
need
what I
less
said.
light. Rich, you are right. That's why I think THR 4K 120 video being on the 200 MP sensor is great. Easier to light, good. Anus.
See, now I'm going to have to get that because...
Try to relax your anus.
I don't know what I could do. Well, 4K 120, that would be nice because if you get good footage, like it looks like 4K 24 with the same lighting and everything, you could get good quality footage. And then if you need to slow something down, I wonder how video editing software would handle that, though. Not that it won't be compatible, but will it, like, fucking fold? No, that moan won't get old. It's the only thing I have from Phil right now.
Who wildeth? Who wildeth?
Well, the best is Bingfish. When you see like those entry level or those like Chinese knockoff Android phones that try to look like iPhones with like triple cameras, and it's really only one camera, or the other cameras are just so bad they're laughable. Oh, I gotta get Mr. Puffy Nipples on here. I do. All right, so we got the screen up here, and it's time for a man. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's not. Listen, Dreamcast guy is effective immediately. Keep coming. Can't believe he has a shirt that has... This is the only shirt I own without cum on it. All right.
If they were to write a book about the history of the internet, Christine Weston Chandler, better known online under the name Chris Chandler...
That is a picture. That is a shirt that has not been washed in about 6 months. That is probably cum. That is absolutely cum. This is cum.
And
I don't know what else to say. That's cum.
We have several chapters dedicated to them. Known as the most documented person online, there's no shortage of information about her. Chris Chan, A Comprehensive History, is now at part 82, extensively documenting her entire life. The reasons for this obsession with Christine are far too complex for me to address here, but let's just say that she is not known primarily for positive reasons. People are in fact so obsessed with her that before I could even upload this video, I was given my own entry on the Sonichu wiki, which I have printed off and hung on my wall to show off like a trophy. If you want to know more about Christine and the controversy surrounding her, I would recommend a 2-part podcast series done by Behind the Bastards entitled A Terrible Story About the Internet. On August 2nd, 2021,
I'll have to go look at that later.
Christine was released from Central Virginia Regional Jail after charges were pressed against her for raping her mother. The charges were dropped on March 27, 2023, and Christine has remained relatively low profile since. During her time in jail, a campaign I organized to get Cloudflare to drop the website Kiwi Farms as a customer succeeded, and this caught the attention of Christine, who was aware that many years ago, Kiwi Farms would go by another name, the Quickie Forums. A few months ago, Christine reached out to me asking to come onto my channel and have a conversation with me. I do not believe Christine is a completely innocent victim, nor do I believe she is an entirely evil and reprehensible person. She has done terrible things and has had terrible things done to her. My interest in this
I don't really disagree with that so far.
conversation came from a place of wanting to understand her.
Listen, Chris Chan raping their mother is horrible, horrific, and disgusting. There's nothing to justify it. But Chris Chan is like a piece of autistic clay. I'm not saying that to be rude. Chris Chan's on the spectrum. You could get Chris Chan and they got manipulated. But here's the thing. You know what wipes that away and makes Chris Chan 110% guilty? You ever see that video where Chris Chan got a super chat? It's like, look, we know what you did, blah, 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 and you just see this look of guilt on Chris Chan's face. So no. Chris Chan is not innocent.
And not mock or belittle her, as that is already overabundant on this platform. The following video is the conversation that took place. So I know when I put this interview up, like, a lot of the people who are going to watch this already know who you are. But
Yeah.
Trump brand cucumbers, they are tremendous.
I guess what I want...
Keep in mind that allegedly that Sonichu pendant has been in his butthole. It's not even... That's a thing that happened.
I wanted to ask, like, starting this off is, for the people who aren't familiar with who you are, how would you describe yourself?
Well, my full name, which...
Well, why even give Chris Chan a platform? Chris Chan has a YouTube channel.
I'm looking to legally update soon enough. It's, I am Mrs. Jesus Christine Weston Chandler Sonichu Prime, and I am the prime of all my self-counterparts throughout the multiverse. But essentially...
Right there alone, you don't have to be Dr. Grande to be like, yeah, you should be institutionalized. What did you just say? How are you going to transcend through the metaverse or whatever the fuck you said? Is the turds on your pendant going to help with that? Like, that's it. It's over. Right there. Right then and there. You know this person is out of their fucking mind. And with what happened with their mother, I'm sorry. They shouldn't be fucking just sitting there in front of a green screen with their turd-covered pendant. Oh, God. That bothers me so much. It's so gross.
What I am actually the one avatar of all existence, but I'm also the artist and creator.
Let's give Chris some of Nate's stash and the Nate. Oh God, yeah, no, please. That's another headache. I got a lot going on, so I don't need Nate right now.
And chronicler of the Sonichu and Roshu species, especially in particular that of the specials, which are the ones that have more abilities in them as opposed to the regulars, because the Sonichus and Roshus, they are species of Pokemon, electric hedgehogs, along with their evolved form, Botanics event.
I am as sober as a judge. I haven't touched a single fucking thing. Do you understand what the fuck is being said right now? Keffels. Duh.
Poses in the pre-evolved form, Sonics and Rosies, the baby Pokemon, you know. But anyway, so I've written and drawn multiple books, and I'm looking to get back into that much more. I'm going to be expanding my collab a bit, just essentially getting my posse together.
Let me give you context for those of you well, actually, there's probably a lot of people who don't know who Chris Chan is, because Chris Chan was more of an enigma back in like 2009. Wow, you're more of like a libertarian too. She blocked you, Kyle? Well, dude, like I said, imagine if Chris Chan dropped LSD. No, I don't want to know that. There would probably have to be a riot. There would be like riots. Chris Chan would be running naked in the streets with their Sonichu pendant on. Humping people's cars. Maybe that's something that's happened already. But that, dude, why do you think, Kyle, she blocked me? The only time she blocked me, now I called her a cunt and she didn't block me. Why did I overemphasize that? But I did. It's a valid point. You block me because I basically give the whole blueprint of your grift? That's weird.
Together in a way with the help of my friend who's helping me out here, which I'm renting the place I'm in right now. Putting that out there. In case anybody asking, because I know I'm breaking the fourth wall. You're asking. Oh, you weens out there. You don't know better.
It must.
In a weird way, I've wanted to interview Chris Chan. I don't know if I can handle it, though. Not that I would, like, lose my mind or anything. I couldn't follow. I'd be like, what? Hey, hold on. What did you just say? I don't, like, so there's electric hedgehogs. You have turds on your pendant. You had cum on your shirt. What planet am I on? Like, I wouldn't get angry or anything.
It's been a long journey for you.
Oh, epically.
People have been fascinated with you for more than 2 decades. Like, I've heard people call you the most documented person in history. There have been content...
That's probably true. Probably.
Creators who have made entire careers just out of talking about you. And I think Keffels is hot. I don't know her. I know there's been drama. I know there's been other shit. I don't think she's a bad-looking woman, though. I'm just saying. I don't know about the backstory with everything that happened, and she went to rehab. I kind of, after like the whole quartering 20 minutes thing, I stepped away. Because I just... well, if in her defense, I'm irrelevant, too. Yeah, I know she's trans. I don't give a shit. I guess I just wanted to ask, what does it feel like to be the closest equivalent of a real-world Truman Show?
Oh, that's actually a decent comparison. But yeah, it has its blessings.
Chris Chan showing self-awareness?
And then
Googlefish is saying rich. Why is there a bold rich there?
it also has its drawbacks. I mean, shoot, I want to respond to somebody on Twitter, especially on something I feel very passionate about.
Yes, it's true. So
and then it's like
Sony Toprano. I like your name. We know more about Chris Chan than Abe Lincoln. I don't even think that's irrefutable.
I'll make a comment on like Twitter, like I did recently. And then the weens, the toxic ones, those darkest sinners among them.
Oh my God! Rich finds a transgender woman attractive. Breaking news. Da 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 da. I just wanted to look at my bird for a second.
The minority, literally 1% of the whole worldwide population. That level irredeemable. But anyway, so just they get on me like that, and they badgered the person that originally posted that tweet, and then that person that posted the tweet that I commented on just...
Isn't it true that Chris Chan didn't actually go through like HRT? Chris Chan just drank a bunch of soy milk. I think Chris Chan said that. That's not even...
Blocks me. Well, that's not the answer, because they're still going to attack them regardless. So the thing to do is just obviously just identify those that made those comments, just talking about me, building on to the drama of it all, as opposed to just answering the question of which the individual was talking about, and just blocking them who made the comment.
Whose wife left? If you're talking about me, what wife? I never was married. I see that all the time. Your wife left you. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I never had a wife.
But anyway, shoot, it's a real mess. So on the one hand, it's just a good way to get away, clear my head, meditate, reconnect, and just move forward.
How do you move forward from here?
I try to clear my head as best I can. I don't always have the ability to do that, but when I take my deep breath and get into my meditative mindset, and just obviously I connect with everything. But it allows me...
Well, if you know that she's transgender and you know that she is a woman, and you're still referring to her... Now, Chris Chan, I make exceptions for because I don't do it on purpose. But I still think of Chris Chan. When I look at him, even right now, I think of, I want a boyfriend, free girl, or he's wearing the Sonichu pendant. I can't compute. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, I'm seeing, oh no. Yeah, dude, don't even worry about them. Just don't. They're bigger dents than the dents. That's all I'll say. And they're proving it.
To get myself grounded. And then I just feel better.
Good catch, though,
problem mastering it, though. I mean, just, you know, between my body and brain here, just having difficulty mastering.
Yes, Matthew Scullin's hard left, the left nipples is hard. Yes, Chris Chan is sexy. The cum on the shirt just makes the mirror resist. That was definitely cum. There's no doubt.
My powers and abilities and get...
Not right this second. I have a feeling I know why you're calling sexy man Tom Cruise. Kind of don't want to talk about it on stream either because that gives people ammunition.
Getting a better understanding of it all. At least we're making good progress along the way.
I guess it's a skill. It takes a long time. I know I still struggle with that.
Yeah, certainly did with me, even in my past lives and iterations of myself.
So, one thing I did want to ask is...
Meh, let the trolls be here. Unless they get insanely spammy or threaten anybody. Fuck them. Maximus is welcome to be here and keep on. So you could say ReviewTechUSA to your heart's content. So,
well, I was preparing for this interview. I was like pouring over so much of what people have written about you, all of the
yeah. Well, let's talk about it either later, because I'm not going to be streaming late, or tomorrow off stream. I don't want to bring up names here because clips.
Christery, they call
they could work. They could go work at Uber instead of clipping shit.
called it. They created an entire new term just to talk about your own personal history. But the thing that's always missing, and why I thought it would be really fascinating to talk to you, is how you feel about it, your own opinions on these things. How would you summarize the last 2 decades of your life since you got the attention of the internet?
Massive.
Dude, I thought I was Taco Bell. Yeah, isn't it fun? I thought I was getting coke because I feel like it wasn't as bad as the first time, but I'm like, oh man. Like I called my kid's mom and I'm like, because I knew I was going to get him today. I'm like, I didn't want to call her because I did want to get my son. And I was just like, look, I feel like death right now. I was going to wait until the morning to see how I felt. And then I would have, but, you know, I might not be able to pick him up if I end up getting worse. And then I woke up. I went to bed early-ish, for me early, like 12, 1. I filmed the videos. And then I woke up and I'm like, I don't feel bad. What the fuck happened? It was so... But there's something like my brother's blowing ass. It's fun. So, you'll be all right, man, with COVID. Intro guy had COVID. He's still stuffed up from it. He's like, yeah, I have no taste, man. I'm like, yeah, well, join the club. Dude, I didn't have taste for like a month. You know, and with his job, they have to keep testing him. If he's positive, he can't go back. He's like, how long were you positive for? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, oh, yeah, good point. You work at home. Well, who am I going to infect? The bird? And anyone else who's here is already with me, so. Did I give you COVID? Go fuck yourself. So hope you feel better. Yeah, it's not fun. Speaking of shits, that gave me, oh my God. That was actually the worst part of it, was the shits. I know you'll, but my plan is to get Mac banned on YouTube. She'll make it easier. But why? You know what'll happen, dude, Kyle? You know why I'm against it? Think about it. Like, just consider it. She'll just use it to reinforce her base. She'll probably make money off of it. I mean, you're a grown man. Make your choice. But I would recommend against it. That's just me. She'll make it easier because she has gone off the deep end. Yeah, I think she's getting even a little too... Like, Craig likes to be a wolf in sheep's clothing. Melanie Mack is just a mentally unstable wolf. So he may be like, yeah, you're not... You're too much. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I question if Chris Chan is capable of consenting, like he is cognizant, fully understand his actions and the cons. Why do you think I agree, Wastelander? Why do you think I think Chris Chan should be in a mental institution for the rest of their life? They're a danger to themselves and obviously to others. And you know what, Kyle, too? She's with how she's trying really hard to be edgy by using the same word over and over again like she's 12. She'll get herself banned. I promise.
The crazy roller coaster. Just, I mean, as I am and as I was in my past life and everything, just, I would have tracked all this whether or not we had the internet, but.
I was about to say that room looks pretty decent, but I wonder if behind the curtain the true Chris Chan mess is there.
Just, I have my mixed feelings about it. I mean, I have.
Yeah, but Kyle, she's decent looking. Which in turn will bring simps. And I got yes. Technology. I could turn on the lights for my son downstairs with my brother right from my phone. Isn't technology wonderful? Thank you, period. Tell Matthew to play PS5 in the living room, period. Is that supposed to be Sexy Coco on the left? Where?
Felt angry and upset with a lot of the downsides and those that tried to.
Did I just quote Pokemon? What the fuck is everyone? Everyone's saying I'm quoting Pokemon. What the fuck are you talking about? If I did, I'm not mad. I'm just saying.
Like, they bullied me, they pick on me, they blackmail to see me, and then obviously just drag my name, my good name, to the worst of mud buck.
I don't know, and it's for Chris Chan's own well-being. That's the thing. I feel like the courts failed Chris Chan. Isn't technology amazing? Well, hey, Pokemon is right, Julie. I don't know if you're here yet. Probably not. It's too early. I could tap a button right from my app and turn on the light for my son and my brother.
Fucking bodily fluids and just their whole twisting it around and just making me a whole bad individual, which of course I'm not. I'm very kind. I have empathy and compassion. And in my works, I've managed to try to...
I don't doubt that, Chris. The problem is that you don't know how to separate reality from fiction. They blend together for you. Yeah, the same thing happened to me, Wastelander. The same thing happened to me. Gotta, you know, you guys know I always keep it real. Yeah, that's pretty fucked up that happened to Phil. It's YouTube needs to do something about it. I can't think of any other way to word it. What's up, Mock? How are you? What RPG is he playing, do, Mama?
Evade that?
Basically what someone did, which is going to be a new thing. It happened to me too. So I'm always going to raise an eyebrow now. Fun. Someone used a VPN to be in a different country where getting memberships was cheaper. Now, according to Phil, I'm saying according to Phil because Phil can, to put it lightly, stretch the truth sometimes. Like, this person donated total of, what, 400 memberships? And it ended up, when he did the math and he looked at the logs, ended up being like a few bucks, literally. Which is pretty fucked up. I'm saying, look, you could hate Phil. Fine. Hate the motherfucker. I don't care. I wonder if DL5 is the same person that did it to Phil. Hi, DL5. Are you here?
But obviously it's not perfect because of the influences from these individuals that just affects not only me, but just our entire universe and time.
Do Mama, I didn't see what you said. Did you? I'm just curious about the RPG. Undertale. Oh, that's a good one to start with. That's a good one for anybody. It's just a good game.
In general.
And I hate RPGs usually.
So yeah, just...
Is it a new house tour? Ralph, thank you for being a member. Focus on your thecthy. You're welcome, Rich. Thank you, man.
Enough is enough. Sometimes I just feel that I tolerate as much as I can, and of course I keep an optimistic output and faith in the kindness and good and love of everyone in general, including yourself.
I think like every person, even when they're an empathetic person, we all make mistakes. And I guess...
That's a good point. That's a good point, dude. Imagine he, like... Yeah, he could pull Hogan's for cents. For pennies on the dollar. Brother!
Oh, most definitely.
Looking back...
Try to relax your anus.
Yeah, he got bodied with those memberships, dude. Like, look... Hate Phil all you want. I don't give a fuck if you like Phil, hate Phil, whatever. But it's the equivalent of, like, you go to a grocery store and something you're buying there is $5, and you go to the counter and you have $1. And they're like, yeah, these groceries are $5. Yeah, but like I only have $1. Why can't you can't? No, you can't get the groceries if you only have $1. It's really not. Anyway. You know, that's how it works. Listen, you could that's perfectly fine if you think Phil's a piece of shit. I'm sure some of you right now here, Maximus, for example, thinks I'm a piece of shit. And that's... But that shit's not... Like, no. I don't even know how YouTube would resolve that. Like, how would you... What are they going to do? Ban VPNs?
Well, I'd say just essentially let myself fall for the theoretical X's, as I call them, and let them do me over like they did. And I'm just gonna name drop.
What picture do you have of me, Richard Burnell?
Just one. Joy, the blue spike that held my PlayStation Network accountable and saw the loss of Sanchi Medallion number 2. Number 3's staying longest, testing the time.
Doesn't even look like... What is it? What... Besides your fucking fecal matter, what happened? Why is there like a blue... It looks like it's growing in an infection. So I'm stuck at home playing Elden Ring. That doesn't sound like a bad time.
But that's just a whole thing I'm not going to go into right now, because...
Yeah, like, that's my thing. To the people who, like, yeah, I have a problem with the people that try to, like, you can't... You could dislike Phil, you could criticize him, you could have a Phil-dedicated channel. But when you're, like, when these people are, like, outing... Yes, I've seen the pictures of some of them, and yes, it has been amusing. And look, they're already out there, so I reacted. But when I wouldn't out any of his quote-unquote dents, which some of them really are dents, let's keep it real. Whatever, man. If it's their money, if it's mommy and daddy's money, if whoever, like, they're free to spend it how they want to. If they want to spend it on a man who jerked off on May 1st, 2016, then so be it. Who are you to stop that?
Try to relax your anus.
Well, that sounds like Will Blunderfield. I still follow him, and I see that man's penis more than I want, but I like him. He's a nice guy, so whatever.
416 donated $15. Richie, can't you see sometimes your birds just hypnotize me? And I just love your flashy breasts. Guess that's why they're birds and you're so gray.
Richie, can't you see? Sometimes your birds just hypnotize me, and I just love their bird breast ways. I couldn't think of anything
Try to
else.
relax your anus.
Oh, John. First off, you've been a member for over 2 years. I didn't even realize that. Holy shit. No. Dude, that's almost video worthy. You got to send that to me, please. If you don't mind. Oh, come on, dude. How do you not know, unless he's losing his marbles because he's older, that putting tin, that's like, you learned that at like 6. And then you have Ian Miles Chong, who, I can't believe you put this up on ironically. Maybe he was joking. I'm kind of hoping. He put up a video like, hey, did you know that the carbonated water and syrup come out separately when you get soda at a restaurant? Just want to make sure it's nothing important.
Try to relax your anus.
Nah, I love how just because I muted my mic, YouTube tells me there's no data. And then when my stream is actually frozen. Oh, it was actually frozen. YouTube is right. Sorry. Refresh. Refresh. It's okay now. It's okay now. Oh, wow. The status bar actually did its job and actually showed that there was lag. Shala, thank you for coming a member. Okay, this time... oh, you already answered you. I'm not showing my whole ass.
I think this expression just says enough.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Catfuls, don't even make it like you understand what Chris Chan is saying. You know for a fact that you don't. She has no idea. None. None. I don't know. I'm here for the ride, though. I'm here for the journey.
But aside from that, I do appreciate that, like, you know, they had to help shape and develop me mentally and emotionally so I could have that damn...
Who is Chris Chan living with? They can't be on their own.
which would then be to be stronger and more ready for it in the longer run, so that I can actually finally do
Try
something.
to relax your anus.
Within, like present tense.
Rich, you aren't doing your wifely. Listen, I'm gonna become like Steve. One thing I will, because I've been watching more what I eat, not going down my throat, but like eating healthier. Having a stomach bug did kickstart that well. Sue, what's good? Chris Chan has a girlfriend. Okay. Wow. Yeah, we just lost like 200 people just like that. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong. Like it literally went. Oh, YouTube.
And in the recent years.
Did I miss your super chat, Noah? Shala, thank you for becoming a member. Was it you, Noah, that I missed? I don't see it, bro. If I missed you, I apologize.
Especially after I managed to clear my mind.
Guy
over
Shook
the past
dropping a
couple of
gifted
years.
membership.
So
Thank
every
you.
blessing counts, and then I do observe just the not so good things, which some of them can be.
That's what I'm saying, man. Look. I ain't transphobic. I think she's a good-looking woman. Period. End of discussion. Boom.
They're blessings in disguise when you think about it.
Absolutely. I guess it's just been, there's been so many controversies that you've been involved with over the years. And
oh yeah.
If you could go.
Yo, what was she addicted to? What did she have to go to rehab for? Was it pills? Was it coke?
Go back and redo any of them. Is there something that you would do differently?
Any of them. Alright, so do differently. Well, I guess if there's anything I would do different.
Yeah, there's something up, dude. Like, I lost 200 concurrent viewers, literally like someone flipped off a light switch.
Differently, it's just try not to react so harshly. Just after I found the Encyclopedia Dramatic page about me back in.
Now my ass is in her body. That's a classic. Yeah, dude, what the fuck is going? Are people still having issues connecting? It's just like every time I look up, like, yeah, whatever. Clip Chris Chong. Yeah. Oh, there's so much I could clip from Chris Chan.
Late 2007, I believe it was.
I think it depends on where you're from.
Then finding the.
Please no. Please no. Then I will be actually Philip Riddell at that point.
Graphic fan
Christian
art
Strinkle, straight man.
Rosie Rose Chew. Just being drawn with a. I mean, yeah.
She's trying not to laugh. She has no idea what the fuck is going on. She's trying not to laugh. She's like, I have no idea.
Originally, just like, you know, I thought, I mean, she did end up becoming all female, but it turns out she was a male Raichu before she became the very first.
How could you not be lost?
Rose Chew of all existence in general. And then
I've invited Chris Chan on for an interview. Never got a response.
it's obviously a physical transition from the chaos energy made her go from being a male right shoe to being a full intersex rose shoe to being a fully female rose shoe, which is why she did end up having the pointed tail, despite the fact that when I originally drew the right shoe in book 0, I wasn't totally aware of females' right shoes
Imagine what that pendant smells like.
being different from the male's right shoes.
I can't get over that pendant.
Just at the tail, between a point to just a
Why did you get fired, though? I mean, I'm glad you have a backup, but what happened?
flat tip.
It's interesting you bring that up. That actually
It smells like cum and Fanta. Dude, YouTube, what is up with numbers with now it went up like 100 people. Chris Chen's girlfriend, but she looks like she's 12. Ooh, I'm gonna have to see a picture of her. Is a picture public? I'm not gonna like do anything shady.
leads me into a question because I've seen this criticism be made about you
In a second, you're
repeatedly at this point.
Try to relax your anus.
Wrong button.
Transgender. There is a rumor that is going around where you apparently are not transgender and your entire transition is a ploy to prey on women.
Oh, good grief. So false. I mean, I've been on the estradiol and the spiral nocturnal for years. I changed the mark of my driver's license from M to F. I grew up my hair.
Chris, I don't know if she's going to ask this, but the entire transgender community disavows you because it has been known that you thought becoming transgender. Would you send it on Twitter? Thank you, dude. Because you were trying to boink people. We're going to watch that tomorrow with my Tim Pool beanie on. I got it today. I actually wore it for practical reasons. It's actually quite comfortable. Probably be annoying to wear.
Try to relax your anus.
4 to 6 hours, but I don't know. Never have before yesterday. This is a strange conversation to have right now. It could be manufactured. I was thinking that too. It could be manufactured drama. Very good point, Pocket. You're right. We'll check it after this. Is this in a long interview, John? I'll still be here. I'm going to stay on till 10. Oh, I would date Phil. I would smack his hairy Polish Italian ass cheeks around all over.
Spread your cheeks and just go to town.
For one thing. I think these would also make a statement as well, but my eyes are up here. But
I'm not looking at your breasts, Chris. Don't worry. But no, but this is the thing. It came out of Chris's own damn mouth that he was drinking a bunch of soy to grow breasts. Or am I going nuts?
seriously, no, authentic. I realize myself as
Keep your eyes up here. We're all keeping our eyes away from your breasts, Chris. I promise you. I promise we are not looking at your breasts.
I find more feminine than masculine, so I literally came out as that for myself, and I realized I like it both ways, so I fully identify as a bisexual trans woman. 2 of the stripes on the LGBTQIA flag colors.
I assume that's what the answer was, because this seems like pretty cut and paste transphobia that you see everywhere.
Yep, all the homophobia. I mean, I was at how.
No, Chris, it's different with you. I've literally had transgender people here say that they disavow you because they know why you became transgender. Oh, come on, CB96. Come on. I can't. Are you kidding?
I was affected by that as well, and then just the trolls on the internet bullying
Dude, I find this fascinating. People are telling me to watch DSP. We'll do a little bit of that too, but
me and thrusting gay images.
we'll watch Snort Hogan video. I know he's a big fan of mine now. It's true? Oh, dear God. Then people wonder why. Oh yeah, I don't pay it any mind, but trust me, I see it. He's a fan. I'm glad.
Is on me, like when I had the Wikipedia and the individuals behind that, they just put them on the.
I think I heard that before, Beal. God, you guys are giving more lore than this fucking. Yeah, Chris Chan fucked his PS3. I unfortunately saw the video where he fucked a blow-up doll passionately, too, and moaned out the name of a woman he thought he was dating. Because nothing makes a woman want to be with you more than making a creepy video of you pounding a blow-up doll, moaning their name. Viewer discretion advised. I'm sure... Yes, Julie. I'm sure if you look, you could find it. I'm warning you, though. You've been warned.
Sites, like, you know, these gay boy ads linked to like porn sites or whatever. Hey, that's a thing. So, hey, don't force sexuality on others. Just let them find it out for themselves in their own enlightenments and developments, period. And just essentially, you find cringe in others. That's because you're likely finding something cringing in yourself. But hey, regardless of your background, where you had individuals that supported who you were along the day, supported others for who and what they were, or not.
It's weird because Chris Chan has these moments of lucidity, and it's like, it's kind of like Phil, where it's like, wow, you actually made a lot of sense for a second, and then it just goes away, and then he's like electric Sonic the Hedgehog's up their ass, a turd cover pendant in between. God. I'm sorry to put this thought in your head. Hey, all the viewers are back. That's weird. I forgot what the thought was. I totally forgot what it was. Never mind. Oh, what Chris Chan's breasts smell like. I have to spam the applause. No.
Hey, do not judge others for things that you are yourself.
There were people who were...
Yes, Google Fish, the Sonic pendant has literally been up Chris Chan's ass, and I believe it is that pendant that has been there.
Were telling me when this was announced that talking to you and putting this on a public platform would be irresponsible, saying that you are so mentally unwell and you're neurologically, developmentally challenged that it would actually hurt you in order to talk to you. But I didn't go forward with any of those concerns because as someone who has been targeted by these hate sites and these stalking sites, I know one of the tactics that they often use is to try to alienate people from their victim.
Yep, that's right.
Yes, you are right about that, but you're actually a transgender woman. Chris Chan, it's no.
And it's just that is nuts in general.
Is he gonna throw up?
Pardon me.
I mean, I burp all the time. Just the way the timing of it was quite interesting.
For over half your life now, people online have attempted, many successfully, to manipulate you into doing things you otherwise wouldn't do. Even pretending to be your fans in some case in order to convince you that those things were good. Do you find it hard to trust people now? And what impact is...
No, they don't. No, they don't. Well, Chris Chan has a girlfriend now, but if Chris Chan was single and there was some troll that said, yeah, if you fly to Denver, I'll have a pickle tattoo on my breast and you could look at it, he would be on a plane in a second. I don't want to look, Witty. I don't want to look.
Is it had on your mental health?
I do not find it harder to trust others because it just depends on their intentions, which is deeply resonant.
Yeah, I know some Chris Chan lore. I'm not like there's some other people that document every fart that comes out of their ass. But someone tricked him when he was a him at the time to meet someone at a mall. And allegedly they were going to have a pickle tattoo on their like right breast or something like that, and that's how he would have known.
From deepest within their energy and their souls, as it were. So it's just my innate sense. It's just like, if their intentions are going to be
that's real.
like just like someone in the middle of the road that steers towards the greed, the hate, and whatnot, then yeah, I can just sense that innately without them even being come close to me. Because otherwise, I would know if
I don't know Keffel's whole backstory. I just like after the whole quartering thing, I kind of just backed away because it was just like because I just saw like all of these videos coming out. I didn't know what to believe, what not to believe. So I'm like, yes, Chris Chan does look like me. The singer Meatloaf, rest in peace. Great artist. Hell yeah, both of my favorite daddies in one stream. Well, thank you.
I would not have sensed that Trump was so, I'm trying to think of the word here, arrogant as he was long before even the first president.
You started therapy. Remember what I said? I was in treatment in California. This was it. Dude, yeah, I saw that video. It was brutal.
Presidential debate between him and Hillary Clinton way back in 2016. I think that was in October, if I remember correctly, maybe September. But anyway, I would not have sensed that long before that. Just that guy was just so arrogant. I mean, you look at his pictures from even before 2016, you would just sense how evil he was beforehand and how evil he was going to be. And I'm not going to say further than that.
One of the things that I wanted to bring up as an example, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, I don't know all of the history of your life. I'm not like some of the more obsessed people on the internet who pick apart every little thing. But I know that there was a group of trolls who were called the Idea Guys. And
oh yeah,
one of their ideas, what they wanted
the Idea Guys
you to do, they were trying to manipulate you into believing that your cartoons, your comics were real, and that you had mystical powers, and there was a dimensional merge happening where you could go to Quickieville.
Okay, well, for firstly, it's pronounced Quickville. You just say CW.
How dare you pronounce my imaginary place wrong?
WC like it's spelled like the word quick. But secondly, no, they were pretty much afraid.
Someone is making a Cyrax 3D animated series. It's so weird how, I guess he's a horror cow. I guess he'd be considered, but Lolcow horror cow. Like, they get like these ecosystems built around them, but they never make money because the thing is, if they became self-aware, then they would stop being the Lolcow or horror cow.
Affirming what I already knew long before they came, because you look at the multiverse, anything and everything is possible in existence. And just, I literally have been to the other half of our Earth that was divided long ago in 1389 AD by Merlin the Magician and 2 other sorcerers by order.
What the fuck?
Or King Arthur herself, just dividing the magic and the fantastical, overpowered individuals and creatures into one dimension, and then the Earth that we on, the majority that only has so much magic in it, into the other, and the merge is happening where the 2 Earth halves are coming back together.
Theraflu? Oh, what do you... Man, everyone has something. Everyone got something, Guy Shook. I mean, I have the partial shit stay. At least I'm not running to the bathroom every 10 minutes, thank God. The idea guy's really fucked up. No kid, like, yeah, it's just... Look, I talk about, like, Phil all the time. But to me, it's entertainment. When these motherfuckers start, like, taking it to another level and tricking them to drive across state, which I don't think anyone's done that with DSP, but you get my point. It's just like, you gotta find something better to do. If you're angry at people for stupid shit, Rich, set up an appointment, I'll fix you right up. What are you gonna shove up my ass?
We're all going to be fully tangible coexistence, which we have been for a long time, except there's been that tangibility veil in between us, but it's thinning.
Yeah, but Blair White got super fake tits, though, and she's another one who puts too much Botox in her lips.
Even more so. We're able to see everything and everyone more clearly. But going back to the question at hand, Idea Guy, Stephen Boyd, the people and the individuals behind it, of course, I gotta mention Johnson Wiles, and that guy did a really massive tear and wear on a C197 half of our
No, I've understood none of this. I'm just here for the ride.
Earth, but fortunately, just because they deviate into multiple differing timelines between when they started in about October.
Try to relax your anus.
Well, so is Keffel's. I'm pretty sure her tits are real, though.
2000.
I'm not going to ask her, but...
17 up to about mid-April 2018. That was a whole bunch of mess and details where, I mean, if you look at the events between those two dates, late October 2017 to mid-April 2018, you would see, like, just fantastical things that would not happen otherwise.
Yeah, like, you look at, like, look, she had the Walmart special thin lips, SS Sniper Wolf. But too much now. Like, why is it like how is that attractive? How?
Why it's just like, if it ain't continued on as normal, it just, even the most minute of things, you just recognize, be able to sense that. But yeah, essentially what they did, they weren't.
No, I was not referring to Chris Chan as a good-looking woman.
Me, and it just kind of like the manifest in many ways for everybody and everything on 12-18 half, but by the end of it, I was able to...
Yeah, we're already half through. They do talk about what happened with Chris Chan and his mother. That's why I'm sticking around. This all nonsensical stuff is mildly entertaining. Not gonna lie. But why is the dog barking?
Try to relax your anus.
Holy shit, you should get the platinum cucumber. I'm trans. I want to say thank you for being here. You're very welcome, Alice. I wonder if they could... I'm hoping that my son doesn't need something. I hear a child's voice. Hold on for one moment, please. I'll be back in like 30 seconds. basic shit.
Undo all that and clear it up, and I get just a better understanding and appreciation of everyone and everything in general, period. Despite what they did.
Do you ever worry, though, that people are able to convince you that you already had an idea in the first place?
Oh. I don't need convincing because it was an innate thing that I was aware of since I was born, but I never realized. It's like, you could say, like, first perspective, oh, sure, everybody has that. They just can't see themselves unless they look in the mirror. But no, I mean, aside from everybody just being like a typical camera, just being like background individuals, I'm literally the real player one. My perspective is camera 0000.
No, my son wanted something.
0000. Whereas, everybody was like, next individual's like camera 1, camera 2, so on.
Of course, I don't want to attack.
Yeah.
I don't want to attack.
There, she blinked.
Your beliefs, like in
it's
the
not
realm
just
of
a
like,
matter
the multiverse.
I heard. Were you talking about where Dez admitted to cheating?
Like the chance
Randy?
of all of those things actually being real, there's no way you can say for certain it's a 0% chance. Just like any possible thing could happen in the multiverse.
Anything is possible. So if anything, all they were doing is just affirming and helping me get a better understanding for myself, which I further realized in my bear meditations.
Yeah, we'll watch that tomorrow.
After I cleared my head and everything.
I want to ask the hard question now. This is the hardest question that I had planned for the interview, and I'm just saying this ahead.
Here we go. I'm assuming this is the question we've all been waiting for. Why is the pendant brown? Do you really want to know?
Of time, but
probably. Someone else said that too. That maybe it's being played up and it didn't really happen.
From what I understand, you were an inmate at Central Virginia Regional Jail from August 2nd, 2021 until your release on March 27th, 2023 on charges of incest. Those charges were dropped in August of last year. Now, people have seen all of the criticisms made about you. They've gone through the court documents, they presented it all over the internet, in the news, etc. But what I've never seen about this side of the story is how this all played out from your own perspective. And I was wondering if you could tell us all how that happened.
Whoa, holy lack of sync.
Of course. Hand over heart and hand above truth and only the truth. So anyway, so what essentially happened, just get this out of the way, as I mentioned in the earlier video, just there never was anything like that happened between Barbara and I, period. Now, between the months in which Barbara
Yeah, it did.
and I sold on it, all we did was just talk. And just, I got to know her a little bit.
Chris, you were on a phone call, admitting to it.
Better in her past, okay? Like, it's just like her father had died and fell off this wagon way back in the day. And her brother Stanley was the one that found him and then just essentially told the rest of the family. That was just one story for example, but it's just helping Barbara feel a little better in her later years and everything.
Chris Chan on a phone call with that fucking weirdo girl said, it like went into detail too. This is bullshit. He's bullshitting right now. I'm cutting down the internet. Listen, he would be outside cutting down the lines with the chainsaw. That would be Bob. And then he would never clean his house.
All right, just talking. And
I don't like when Chris Chan's parents are both alive and well.
helping her to go
that house, man.
back to her history, revitalizing her brain cells and everything. Now, aside from that, so Isabella, so she is very sexually.
Again, I don't know enough about Keffels. Like, I know some stuff, and there was so much coming out, like it made my head explode, and I like stepped away because I didn't know, and it was like too much. It's kind of like the reason I'm not talking about Billy Mitchell. There's so much to it. There's so much nuance to it. Yes, he's a piece of shit. Oh, Abby, I'm sorry. My uncle is a peach. So he's juicy and delicious? Sorry. The past video, he keeps yelling at me for changing my bank account rather than asking what he needs. He just keeps saying he's going to send me on the streets when he comes home every night drinking and watching his games. That's not a healthy environment to be in, Abby. Why is your uncle isn't your parents? Why is...
Perverted and kinky. And she had the idea of just setting me up to have sexual relations with this girl, Fiona, who ended up in a mental institution for a week. And recording that on the assumption that Fiona was underage, which at that time she was not. She was literally 19 years old at the time. But then there was this, but yeah, Fiona.
You're right. He's right. There were letters too. Good catch. Yeah, Chris Chan is guilty. Is Chris Chan going to admit this now, though? Of course not. Plausible deniability. Even though everyone knows.
But then Bella, she also tried to get me, or rather persuade me into other sexual deviations, of which I declined. And she actually got me to go into role play and fictions, of which she presented like, you know, just various things, and like some of these were actually written in fanfics by others because
oh yeah, there's no question that weirdo who was out of school who essentially lured Chris Chan into doing what they did with their mother, I think she should have repercussions too. What's up, Izzy?
In this timeline and here.
Just till 10 tonight. I have my son here. Bing Fish, thank you for gifting a membership. I appreciate that.
Because, you know, shoot, what are they gonna do? Just
I gotta take him to school in the morning, so if I'm up till 1, that means I won't fall asleep until 5 then. He thinks, and tell your wife, Evan, is that he thinks that haircut looks good.
They have their own crazy wiles and everything, just nuts. But anyway, so she just kept on presenting the ideas, and I went along with her because as a friend and to test her out, see what she would do in the outcome.
Like the amount of hairspray that he must use to make that, I don't even know what it is. It's like a bowl and a bell and a...
Because there were the 4 known outcomes in regards to Everfree Northwest 2021, the convention. But anyway, so I'm just checking my notes here really quick.
Richie, is that you? It's me, Stevie. Oh, I think I told some of you about the Stevie lore with him.
I just written down
Thank
before
you,
this. I thought I'd meditate on it in recollection. But yeah, she essentially failed the test when she took all that the video calls we did, and she spliced them all together as she admitted on her Discord server, and uploaded that video. So had her comrade just called.
Try to relax your anus.
They came to force me out of the house, and then they.
Let me look. Man, that was really loud. That's why I closed my eyes. Oh. Well, Abby, you know, from Chris Chan's perspective, they're out. So they don't want to admit. Again, plausible deniability. We know that Chris Chan did it.
And then came to get me and all of that. And which obviously her intentions on that.
It's still happening. Like I said, I'm bringing my son into school tomorrow. My daughter is a minor procedure. I talked about the Baldur's Gate 3 stream. I think Jay is streaming it alone this weekend. I'll come into the mix next week. But this week is kind of between people being sick, between other things, between other obligations happen. I didn't stream last night because I felt like hell.
We're essentially making myself go into being unalive, you know, just that's no good, or just get institutionalized or end up in jail. But since I had the,
and that it's kind of like the same reason I haven't talked about Keffels. There's so many ins and outs with the Billy Mitchell situation. Hate to say it, just watch Carl Jop's video. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't kept up with it. If I did, I've talked about Billy Mitchell before, but it's just going so far past me. You know? It would be a waste of time.
Choice. I let myself be in jail, and of course I use that time to meditate, clear my head, and really understand and and really realize myself, my role, and everything that is going on was going on at the time during the jail, and future tense and even present tense, this day, this time, this moment.
Well, David, that's priorities, man. I mean, more so last night, it was that I just felt like shit. But there's no way if I stream till 12 tonight, and I have to get, like, I won't be able to fall asleep till like 4 or 5. Whereas if I stop streaming at 10, I'll be able to fall asleep around 12 or 1 and still get my kid to school on time. So.
But anyway, I'm just checking my notes here. Oh, right. But yeah, essentially that was it. Essentially, she wanted me to fabricate all of that, which, you know, which isn't a dis.
And in reality, it's still going to be a 5-hour stream. We'll do Billy Mitchell. Yeah, well, maybe we could do Billy Mitchell tonight because I'm still on till 10.
It's an alternate timeline, very distant, but did not happen here. It never happened here in this timeline. And just what she did, just essentially to try to get me to become unalive and whatever, still backfired on her. But it moreover was a good point to me because I got to clear my head and stayed alive. So that's a testament to, it's like, you know, no demonic or devil persuasion is ever going to make me or force myself to become unalive in general.
I'm hoping that the one who tricked Chris, again, I don't want to take all the blame off of Chris, but he, like I said, Chris Chan's like a piece of clay. I hope the rest of her reputation for the rest of her life is ruined.
And I bet it's just a further testament of where I can count my blessings along even the darkest of situations. And by the way, I really have no idea where they got the idea of where I ended up in prison, because there's a massive difference between just a community jail and a prison. It's just, it's these wings, these toxic individuals, they just can be so really, really stupid.
Well, dude, still, you were in jail for 2 years. Essentially.
But sometimes. But anyway.
I'm sorry if I said that.
And it depends on the jail. Sometimes jails, from what I've heard, I could be wrong, I've never been to jail, can be worse than a prison depending on the jail or the prison.
I'm not an American. I don't know, like, the distinctions very well. But I guess jail is regional, like a state, and, like, prison is a federal institution.
Yeah, definitely. But anyway, so in a way I did end up in an institution, but I kept myself grounded and all that along the way during those couple of months. And just let everything go along and play out as they were. I confirmed the details along the way through the newspaper. I'm so glad we got Brittany Griner back. And just unfortunately we had to
How much to do time? I'd do a year for like 2 million. Fuck it.
Get the Black Merchant of Death end up back in Russia. But fortunately, since Russia is the
I'd even noticed that. Good catch, Abby. Chris Chan has an Apple Watch on.
Day Babylon.
Well, she's keeping. I can never get Chris Chan's pronouns right because he will always be the guy looking for a boyfriend. Free girl. I give up. But. Money got to be coming from somewhere.
Go on, Dan.
And Chris Chan is too insane to be dealing drugs. He'd get caught in a second, so.
And so is Vladimir Putin by his own sword. Feel free to mark my words on that.
It's interesting because this time period is actually where I get involved in this entire story somehow with Kiwi Farms. Because while you were in jail, they didn't have you to talk about, and they were looking for new people to talk about. And that's when they found me.
Yeah. And not only you, but just everybody else in general, period. I mean, shoot. Hey, who wants a Lolcow of the Year award? Nope. Nobody.
No one wants.
I wouldn't give a shit if I got that. People try to like they think like that's an insult. You're a lolcow. Okay. You think I'm a lolcow. I don't fucking care. I don't like people get so offended by being called that. Like that's why you're a lolcow. If you genuinely think I'm one, I don't give a shit.
What's this?
And yeah, I ended up with a 3D printed cow in the mail many years ago, just painted gold.
Izzy Bell, there's a lot of lore around Chris Chan's transition, so don't feel too bad.
And it was like, okay, here's your you've been elected Lolcow of the Year. I think this is back in 2014 or so, give or take. I forget when exactly, but still.
Rich's belly button phallus. That is an interesting name. I will give you credit for that one.
Just
The thing that you're saying with Isabel Janke, I think, really goes back to what I was saying before, where people...
That is true, Florida farmer. Beyond everything else, Chris Chan is literally a rapist. Rich, your stream's going to get demonetized. What else is new?
try to manipulate you into doing bad things, into hurting you, and trying to convince you and plant the idea in your head that
Yeah, I'm on the lolcow spectrum. I'm a high-functioning lolcow.
Going forward with it is a good idea. And
oh God,
I
you guys see where I was like, wait, who has a picture of me? Because I was scrolling fast and I saw Wings. Not that I think I look exactly like Wings, but I will say that picture. I was like, wait, is that why? No, that's not me. That's Wings. Oh, wait, okay.
You have a lot more life experience than me. I don't want to be in the position of...
How? How does Chris Chan have more life experience than you? I would say the exact opposite. Chris Chan has lived a very sheltered life in a fantasy world that trolls manipulated Chris Chan into. I don't know about that one.
Say what you should and shouldn't do, but I just hope that you take care of yourself.
Yeah, I do take care of myself, and I'm
oh yeah,
just progressing better. I got a lot more good friends available by my side. I'm running up my posse a little better. Things are shaping up for me, and not just for me, but for everyone else in general. As we have a lot less and less of a toxic and evil, darkest sinning individual.
Yeah, I don't agree with her on that at all. Chris has no life experience, none. It's part of the reason he gets into the predicaments he gets into.
And coexistence with us, that number is decreasing.
So, are all of the charges now dropped?
Yes.
Okay. I knew about the one, but again, I don't look... I'm not one of these obsessed freaks. I mostly wanted to do my due diligence.
Well, Keffels, though, Chris Chan raped his mother. It's not something you just gloss over. It's like, all right, you know, Sonichu, this, he raped your mother. You know, no.
Because I know there's going to be a lot of people, like when I said I wanted...
The charges are dropped because Chris Chan is fucking insane.
To do this interview. There were like dozens and dozens of my fans who said they weren't even aware the charges were dropped. As people only follow to hate you.
No, even the haters said that the charges are dropped. That's where I got the information from.
They don't care about the good news. They don't want to see you do better. So
Keffels, I don't... Chris Chan raped their mother. It's kind of tough to cheer for someone after they've done that. Like...
So, the good things that are happening in your life, they never get publicized.
Yeah. There's just... Hey, they have all these outdated concepts of being... I mean, they just want to be like, you know, they think I weigh over 250 pounds or so, like Ober says. But no, last time I checked on the scale, I was around 215. And
What's that have to do with anything? How did we go from your charges being dropped to your weight?
And obviously I do work out, I go out, I exercise a lot. I mean, I got Pokestops and a few gyms nearby here, so I can optionally go out and play Pokemon Go if just every day if I wanted to, or just whatever. And but yeah, I do my own thing. Though my habits are rather kind of inconsistent, there's still some inconsistency. I mean, there's still some consistency in my habits. Like, obviously I do shower daily. I do not stink. Wherever you got that idea from, have you ever met me in person? I take my showers. I wash myself with soap and water. I do not just use the spy spray, as y'all have misconceived of that. I mean, yeah, it's a good body spray. It makes you smell better.
But Chris, there are people that have gotten locks of your hair. Maybe you shower now. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Where they said it smelled like you didn't shower for months.
The armpits, at least, but it's no substitute for good old-fashioned soap, water, shampoo, and conditioner.
I have an interesting question, because you've been harassed and stalked far longer than you've been out as trans. Like, this happened years before you came out. What's the difference been? How has it changed since you came out as trans?
I'd say kind of more or less the same. So obviously, they were aware of me being not on the normal. I'm trying to think of the word there. They just pretty much were on the idea that I wasn't straight in a way, sexually.
You were like the horniest dude on the planet. And then you started getting into, but you were so...
I mean, obviously it's like came out from my voice tones or from something I've written or drawn in my books in the past, whatever, that they just pieced together, which ultimately it ended up being true when I figured out for myself. And just now that that's out of the way, it's been confirmed I'm bisexually trans woman.
I should have not trusted that fart, but I did, and it was safe.
It's just I kind of feel like there's a slight decrease because they know that of me. It's kind of confirms that's one less thing again for me to pick on me about.
Have a good day, Sue.
Especially since that's more or less becoming acceptable, though obviously it could become more acceptable in the longer run in certain countries, which that is going to be fact and true eventually. But it shall be good anyway. Anyway. Yeah, but then there's like a slight increase on the other aspect.
Yeah, it is dangerous games. Could you imagine that would have been a stream fail, huh?
As well, and just whatever things they're just going to pick on that's they find from within themselves, respectively, that they just thrust onto me in a similar way or another that they just think is just totally cringe. Just, they're going to attack me for that. But in reality, it's like they're attacking themselves for what they were. Like,
well, thank God this is almost done.
Some of them, they could be gay. And they're just attacking me because, yeah, you're bisexual, you like dicks as well. But hey, you know what? Those individuals...
You like dicks as well. The way he just said that.
They like dicks as well. And they should not be criticizing or judging others based on what they are themselves. Regardless of their background, upbringing, and those that may not have been fond of the just LGBTQIA and everything. But yeah, there's a lot of things that could reflect from all that in changing for themselves. But also in another way, as they talk it out, they're also just getting a further processing and understanding for themselves. They're innately meditating and connecting without totally realizing it. Some of them, they just want to remain like closed off and want to stick to the old iterations. So outdated, so last century. Hey, 2006 call, they want their kick the autistic gay back. They want their kick the LGBTQIA individual back. And so forth.
Have no idea what the fuck he said.
Now that you're out of jail and all of this stuff is behind you, how are you planning on moving forward with your life?
Well, present tense, I'm moving forward with living life. Like I said, going back to writing and drawing the science sheet books, there's a lot more details and everything, which I was actually able to get in one or two of my recent live streams, including reading Acts 4.
How is Chris Chan paying their bills?
Of Chaos Crystal Control, which took place back in like
Digital Melanin is here.
February 2006, but really brought in individuals from present tense, between late 2022 to early to present day right here. They just
I think everyone has had that dangerous sharp shart. What's going on with Plum Core?
literally went back in time to that day, including of course individuals like Project SMT and Courtney along with her, and even like just like I'm gonna name drop a few. So Dr. Wolf, Lightning Bliss, and and Matt Munchkin, just to name a few. Oh, the Elbash Scribber, I really love her, by the way. She just does great, excellent voice dubbing and comic dub reading. Anyway, just a very kind individual.
Yeah, I'm even getting bored. Thank God this is done in 2 minutes.
But anyway, just more than them, and there are a whole lot of others as well. They just literally end up going back to 2006 and then helping in manifest.
Well, yeah, we went from one extreme to having too many mental health facilities, which were more like torture chambers at the time. But with the newer tech now, I think that we don't need them, a plague of them all over the place. There used to be one right where I live near Hyde Park. Some need to exist. More, I should say, need to exist. Doesn't need to be at the level as it was, and the terrible practices that were done don't need to be done, but you're leaving it up to prisons to deal with the mentally ill is not a good idea.
One part of the ultimate miracle and the dimension merge still in progress and soon to be wrapping up within the next year.
Oh yeah, JRM lobotomies were always a thing. They would just turn you into...
year or two. I don't have the exact date in my mind because nobody, not even me, can know that. Not even just unconsciously, because that is in the divine plan as led from within the light sources in the heaven realm and among the gods and goddesses and everything in this universe. And
yeah, Izzy Bell, Chris Chan just out and about is... We're just waiting for the next disaster to happen. I don't care what anybody says.
And in this timeline set of universes, but moreover in this universe, but then also beyond that to literally the alpha omega point of all existence, the beginning and end of all timelines.
Thank you so much for coming on the show, Christine. It was a real pleasure.
Yes, and thank you for having me, Keffels, and thank you again for just taking down Kiwi Farms, that massive peg.
Well,
that was a lot more than I was able to do on Encyclopedia Dramatic.
I thought Kiwi Farms is back up. Or am I wrong?
Back a page for sure.
Here's what I learned. After going through all of that, I came to this realization. You can take down a website, but the trolls never go away. They'll get a new website.
That's why I don't even waste my time.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, it's something that you either gotta realize that the kitchen is hot and deal with the heat, or you gotta get out of it.
Yeah. I got flames around me. I was just pretending I'm in that kitchen like that dog is. It's like, oh, sure, it's all fine. I could just tolerate it, or I could just whoosh it away and let the flames be gone with holy light power and cleansing goodness.
Well, that was a way to end a... I want to see the video that John sent me about that psycho dude. And then maybe we'll start a little bit of the Lolcow. Let me see. Where are you at, John? Ah, I see you. Yeah, how can I download this? Huh. I'll have to download those later, John, because I would end up doxing like 8 billion people if I showed them there. So, yeah. That's the only thing. Birdfather, you made it. You know what? Congratulations.
Congratulations.
So, yeah. That's the problem. Like, I love when people send me videos and DMs, but I usually have to wait till the next day because then they'll see everyone that I'm talking to and, you know, welcome to the internet. All right. I want to see it too because that whole shit fascinated me.
Let me get into it first, real quick. All right, obviously, you know, the titles, Boogie's girlfriend has cheated. This is all stemming from a Reddit post. Hello, my name is Trap Gambino. Trap Daddy MMA on IG. Ironically, I came into a bit of fame from being a Lolcow who eventually made it on the Dr. Phil show. The subject that I'm posting about is Boogie and his girlfriend.
Yeah, Vito, I don't have an issue with people enjoying feet and getting off on feet, but it was his obsessiveness with her feet that he continued on and on and on. I just saw the tweet from Vito. I don't care that he's into feet. He would in so long as it's a consenting adult. You could be into just the left butt cheek, but it's, hey, how's the weather today? Yeah, so I've been beating off to your shoes for days on end. Hope you don't mind.
For the last 2 months, I've been manipulating Desi and getting closer with her. We've been Snapchatting and talking sexually for a while. I wanted to continue
Yeah, who knows if this is set up or not.
this and see how far I could take things, but now I feel like the podcast is needing a guest. This might be a perfect time for me to come on and ask Boogie some questions.
All right, before I get into this real quick, I just want to check on my son, and I have to piss, so I might as well do two things at once. I want to make sure that he didn't, like, destroy my downstairs. My brother's watching him. His uncle's watching him, but I just, you know, I'll be right back in, like, a minute. I mean, it's only 7:30, so it's not a major fucking deal. But I go downstairs, and he's playing Fortnite like it's Friday, and I'm like, this is your last game. And I told his grandfather, make sure it's his last game. Oh, come on. You have school tomorrow.
As well as show proof that I've been talking to Desi. I also have some interesting things that she shared.
Oh, if I didn't stop him, he would play till, and then he's all excited because he has the M&M skin. And he keeps on playing my Call of Duty game, which I don't care about my stats. So if he ruins them, who gives a shit? But he didn't like a gun, so he kept on going into a match and jumping out of it on my account, which I don't even really care necessarily about, like, my stats. But other people, that's not fair to all that. Like, you can't do that, Matthew. He's like, yeah, but I want a different skin for my gun. It's like, Matthew, I'll buy you Call of Duty, but then I'll be a noob, and I'll be like, everyone starts as a noob. So he wants to play on my account because I'm not a noob, and he doesn't want to look like a noob, so he doesn't want me to buy him Call of Duty. Children.
With me about Boogie that I would like to talk about. Obviously, this stuff could be fake, but bro's like posting screenshots of him and Desi snapping.
Maybe this, I can't tell. I always try to, I'm not like anything, but I try to read faces. Is Keemstar full of shit? Is this an act? Did she really do it? I mean, yes, it could very well be an act, but she is 20.
What is this? So we're gonna call Boogie. Let's figure this out.
Look, you know how you say you walk around with Desi's like ID?
Yeah, I have my kids all weekend too, so trust me. And Jay streams during the weekend, so.
In your pocket.
I mean, yeah, I did that one time.
Do you not?
They will have plenty of father time this weekend.
Check her phone.
No, I don't check her phone. What about her phone?
A guy on the subreddit is claiming that he is texting your girl.
Well, he's definitely not. So that's crazy.
He's got her Snapchat and everything up there, and he goes by Trap Daddy Gambino. Or Trap.
Oh, that's a clout chasing guy who's been trying to fight me for a while. Yeah, he's just.
That's actually a dope name for a rapper, though. Trap Daddy Gambino. I find that funny. There was this black dude on Twitter, because I make beats, which you should check out my newest beat for the three of you that care. I know most of my audience doesn't give a shit about my music. I actually posted a track on the main channel to try to, I would like to, by realistically late spring, be at 10,000 followers on my music channel. I'm not even stoned and I forgot my point. Are you even real?
Just starting. That's some bullshit. That's some crazy.
Are you sure? Because he's been talking to her.
Yeah, but you should go check out my beat. It's actually really good. It's on the main channel. And if you like it, go sub to the other channel.
On Snapchat, he's got pictures of it.
Yeah, I promise you he doesn't. You can Photoshop whatever you want. He can probably Photoshop whatever he wants.
He's talking to your girlfriend. He's showing us the combos.
Yeah, I'm sure that he thinks he is.
Since you don't know.
Yes, you could use them when you live stream, Abby. Sure.
What's going on? Why don't you?
You have my permission to use them when you live stream. I'm not being sarcastic.
Ask Desi in real time if she knows.
Well, she's currently busy. She must be him, right?
Barack, you're right. I've noticed that too. When I went to sleep earlier last night, actually this morning I was a log, but minus my ass, I felt a lot better. I've noticed that I'll feel like I'm getting sick if I don't get good sleep for like a few days. It literally feels like you're getting the flu. I've always been that way too. If I don't get good sleep, I feel. That's why night shift jobs, like there's some people that just their body makeup. I'm not a doctor. I can't think of a better terminology. There's people I've known, their doctors are like, yeah, you can't work third shift. It might kill you.
Hold on a second. I'm going to mute my mic. I'm going to go talk to Desi about this cheating. I need to get a bottom of that real quick. I'll be right back.
Here's the difference.
How about you bring her to the mic? Don't mute it.
Yeah, bring her.
Now, I know when Boogie is acting. Let's see a little more. I'm kind of mixed right there.
Her to the mic, for sure. Wait, shh, be quiet.
Seriously, are you talking to somebody else? What are you talking to him about? He's claiming you're cheating on him. That you're.
It's full of shit. I could tell by his inflection.
Is that a thing?
No. I'm not texting him.
0%. It's fake.
You know,
I'm still here for the entertainment, though.
I'm with you.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
What are you guys talking about? Can we talk to Dead?
I'm glad I'm not stoned tonight because I picked up on that. I would have had the Florida farmer be like, Rich, it's fake. You can't tell.
Is he for a second? Since she's
Sure.
here?
Bring her in.
I'm sorry, I'm a little bit upset right now. Okay, so who is Trap Daddy MMA? Tell everybody who that is. Tell me who Trap Daddy MMA is.
Somebody who's trying to, I guess, box and lose weight. I don't know. I don't know the guy.
And you're
Like,
talking to him?
I'm not talking to him.
Have you talked
He'll
to him?
message me, but I'm not like.
Have you talked to him at all?
I've answered it. Messaged back.
Oh, where?
Instagram.
Where you are talking to him on Snap?
Yes.
He's added your Snap? Do you have 2 Snaps?
I don't have 2 snaps.
I'm trying to read. I'm not just being silent and pulling an XQC. I'm trying to read facial cues.
He's claiming he's got a different Snap.
Well, that's a lie.
He doesn't have your actual Snap.
That's a fucking lie then.
Wait, who are you talking?
I was talking to him. I guess I'm not. I don't know.
What do you talk to him about? Because he claims he's sexting you.
Losing weight in this podcast.
And he's that guy.
Yeah, nah, it's fake. I'm going with fake. I'm gonna go with fake.
Guy keeps trying to fight you, right?
Yeah.
He's trying to get Keemstar to notice him.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, Trap Daddy. You got Keemstar to notice him. You wouldn't cheat. Tell these people.
Keemstar could cut a piece of cake with his beard. It's so solid.
You wouldn't cheat.
Wait, why don't we just look at the messages?
Yo, Keemstar eats pussy. They must get. Don't worry, my son is multiple flights down. By the way, Keemstar eats pussy. The girl gets rug burned. What's up, Jostler?
Bring me.
How would I would actually do that for a goal. It would be a substantial goal, I'm not going to lie, but I would grow a Keem beard. Could you imagine? I would do it. Who gives a fuck?
Fine, let's look at your Instagram message.
By the way, if Boogie's playing a game, that's on his end. It's not on me and Wings' end.
I'm not playing a game.
Abby, he's like 3 flights down loudly because it's the last match playing Fortnite. I assure you he hears none of this.
Damn, I'm talking to a girl.
Okay.
I don't think this is fake.
There's literally no messages here.
He changed the he changed the setting to that. A pizza. But literally.
Bro, what is that Instagram?
Yeah, that's our Insta. What about your Snap? I'm bringing up your Snap.
Isn't someone else supposed to be here? Oh yeah, Tommy.
Quick delete.
I mean, she's only got 4 people in her.
Boogie or Wings, this is an entertaining podcast. Don't lose hope on it yet. You always get defeatist, dude. You're a talented guy, Wings. Stop being a fucking defeatist.
Snap. I'm not going to show you her Snap. There's only 4 people here.
And one of them is him, Boogie?
No, there's a bot on here. Then there's my friend Emily, then her friend from back home, and then me.
Boogie, I sent some.
Bo Changles. That's Mudar's wife. Is that actually her? I'm cool with her, by the way. That the whole little pissy match we had was water under the bridge like seconds later.
Something in Discord. Click that link and see what Desi thinks about it.
What do you think of that? Have you ever seen those words?
Yeah.
What is oh, he has a man bun. There's a man bun.
He sent that to you?
Yeah.
He sent this to you.
Yeah.
Wait, what
said
is
as
it?
friend to apologize because he said that was.
It says, if you ever want to add me, she says, heck yeah, I do. Yeah, we'll talk about this later. We'll talk about this later. Take your phone.
She wouldn't say heck yeah. Come on.
We'll talk about it.
The Boogs, this has happened to me. This whole like a dude jumping into your girl's DMs and starts talking to him up and like that. Mine was this washed up YouTuber.
I'll be honest with you. I mean, boys message her all the time. She's a beautiful 20-year-old girl. I see that. I've seen guys say, I could do better for you. I could take care of you. I get away.
Morning after kill.
I see that. shit all the time. I see y'all right.
Boogie, just so you know,
okay? She don't respond to none of y'all.
Boogie, just so you know, I thought that this was someone trying to get attention and that this was all fake. And I was like, we'll go through and we'll find out what the truth is, right? And
well, if by some minuscule chance it ends up being real, like, what do you expect? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you expect? John, I'm so dying to watch those videos, but I'll dox like 20 people. No, he gave her the phone back. I think she just looked at it and gave it back to her. He isn't pulling a Steven Crowder, I don't think.
I didn't realize that she's really talking to this dude.
I mean, she's not talking to him about talking to him.
But
I trust her with that.
I'm
sure he's sliding through his DMs. I see people sliding through her DMs all the time.
Boogie, if she's talking to him, she's going to delete every message that's like sexual in nature, anything that...
She didn't have enough time. She stood up and handed her phone out.
But Boogie, if this... I still have to be skeptical of everything. It's the fucking internet. That's what Snapchat is for, son. That's what Snapchat is for.
Out of her hand, she didn't have a chance.
That's not...
If she sent anything... I'm just saying, if she sent anything in the last 24 hours, I would have seen it.
That's some copium right there, Boogs. But she looked at the mess.
That Wings has no filter, which is why I love him. That's Keemstar's laugh, by the way. This is actually... And I have a laugh from a QVC woman. It sounds identical, but I can't find it.
And she said that was her, right?
But could you imagine Phil dealing... Wings doesn't hold back. This is why Phil couldn't be part of the podcast. This is why he couldn't be part of interacting with other human beings. If you're going to keep it real. But this is why... Old man's... I love the part where he called the guy... what does his political affiliation have to do with his stupid ass putting tinfoil in a microwave? And like the thing is, tinfoil, if you've like seen videos of it in a microwave, it doesn't just, as far as I've seen, go. It's like it starts and then it could explode. So he had a window and the fucking moron did nothing with it. What does being a Republican or Democrat have to do with you not knowing to take fucking tinfoil out of a microwave?
Right, and that's a different Snapchat.
But admittedly, someone that stupid shouldn't be allowed to vote. All right, let's play the audio. Okay, I'm sold, John. That's a good idea. For everyone who knows, he looks like an old man who's old.
Now, you put it in with the pay for my fucking microwave. It blew up. You're done. You're fucking done. I'm gonna shoot your ass off. Just smile.
I can't believe. So this is where the guy slaps him. I don't know. Dude, I would have jumped over the fucking counter. You were an idiot and put your fucking tinfoil in a microwave and you're so pissed that you slapped me?
What's wrong with you, bro? I'm a manager too. Fuck you. Fuck you. No. Fuck you too.
All right, part 2. Again, old man yelling at cloud, basically.
I think you should step the fuck out. You're a fucking Democrat. No. Fuck you too.
I think you should step the fuck out.
You're a fucking Democrat.
What do... Oh my god, dude, we're so fucked. We're so fucked. What does you being a moron have to do with politics? You put tinfoil in your microwave, you're a fucking clown. That's it.
Account. If you go look at that screenshot, that's a different Snapchat account than what you sent us in the Twitter.
She's high as a kite right now. I don't think she probably even looked at that part.
Right. I'm telling you because you asked her if she had 2 Snapchats.
High on what? Not a big deal. She's high. Well, actually, if she is high on weed, isn't she only 20? I think it's 21 for it to be legal, even recreationally. Probably something. Probably something that you probably shouldn't have admitted in this podcast.
Snapchat, she said no. But like
Yeah.
that Snap.
Unless she is on a medication she needs. Give her the benefit of the doubt.
Snapchat is different than what you sent us.
Right, but that's what I'm trying to tell you.
And
is
in
she
his
probably didn't even. She probably didn't even.
chat, he said, I'm Snapchatting and talking sexual for a while now. I don't know how long a while.
Why, Viva? How old do you have to be for Weed Bayou, where you're from?
Is the seed of truth has kind of fell into it that some of it's true, how much of it is.
Well, I mean, here's
What's
what
up,
I think
Mari?
is true. I think it's one
didn't
of
say
the
hello to you
dozen
before.
men that have written her since her and I have been together trying to get at her. I don't think I've seen people talk sexually to me, but she shows it to me, she deletes it. She's not going to.
You know what's kind of fucked too is that 99, if not all of the dudes that are trying to quote unquote get with her are just doing it to piss off Boogie. Let's keep it real.
Talk to some fat fucking loser from Las Vegas. She didn't give a fuck about that guy.
She is talking to that dude without a
18 in Switzerland. Okay.
shadow of a doubt. Because when
Yeah,
someone
but
cheats,
I don't think it's
but
sexual.
Boogie,
I don't
listen,
think it's.
Boogie, listen. When someone is cheating in the DMs, right, and they're talking back and forth, and things get hot and heavy, they delete the messages because they're a cheater, because they're in a relationship. They delete them.
But I've deleted things on Instagram. It tells you that you deleted.
Right, but I'm saying
presented.
she's on a different Snapchat profile, and she's also deleting them. And
I don't.
I want to
believe that.
point this out, Boogie. You said why she did with a fat motherfucker from Las Vegas. She went for a fat motherfucker in Arkansas who just lost all his money in crypto. Like,
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, why Phil couldn't be on the podcast, I point to you, Exhibit A.
She's happy though. Like at the end of the day, she's happy.
I know she.
Get this guy in here. We need this guy in here. While we're waiting to find Trap Daddy, what happened in your situation, Wings?
Kelly was talking to this guy. They were just talking. Like I've seen the whole conversations back and forth. They were talking about shoes, and she was doing her weight loss thing, and she was talking with a trainer, and he asked her, several questions, and she kind of like dodged them, like in a way of like, oh, have you consummated the marriage yet? And she goes, what counts as consummated? Because like I have libido issues, so me and Kelly don't have a whole lot of sex, but
I bet you Wings puts on nipple clamps and gets wild when he does, though.
it is what it is. I don't know what Desi has said, but like I've read all of the Kelly messages because they didn't get deleted.
I mean, I know where she's talked to him at. She's talked to him in the comment section.
She called him daddy. Well, Kelly calls him daddy because Kelly's.
Dude, yeah, he's just lost the plot. It has nothing to do with this stupid fucking... It does. Taco Bell did nothing wrong. Tinfoil in a microwave, no matter where you get it from, it will explode.
Sarcastic Southern woman. That's who she is. Like she'll do that kind of shit.
Well, I'm
like, I
telling
read
you,
it all and I was cool with it.
This Snapchat thing doesn't add up. That's the reality.
Should we bring
There's
Adam
no-
22 on here to give you guys advice?
Yeah.
Yeah, take advice from the King of Cocks. Hey guys, 20 dudes are banging my wife or girlfriend today. You should watch.
Get Adam in here. That'd be fucking great.
This is turning into the Cock Show. What is this? What is happening? Well, Boogie, what are you gonna do?
Oh, well, I'm gonna have a conversation with her. I'm gonna make sure. And she's not a particularly good liar. She's only ever lied to me once. It was only to save my feelings, and I saw right through it. I'm a pretty good lie detector for the most part. So I'll talk to her about it, and she'll either tell me the truth or she'll, you tell the story. I'll be right back. I'm gonna talk to my girl.
Ooh.
No, dude, can you
No.
have the conversation here? Boogie, no! Boogie, convo here! Damn it.
He's coming back. He's coming back.
Can you have the convo here on stream?
No, I'd like to have a private conversation real quick.
Okay.
Need it be private with a microphone?
With a girl, I don't want to do it on live.
Gotta be private with the microphone.
He's freaking out.
Put the microphone up your ass. They know it'll know.
Be quiet. We gotta be quiet. He is freaking out.
Keemstar's gonna boost the gain to like insane levels that if a mosquito farts, we're gonna go deaf.
Man, who wouldn't freak out? He muted it. I can't hear a fucking thing.
Oh, sorry. He can't boost the gain.
Yeah, he had to have muted this time. But he is taking this way harder.
Are we pieces of shit for like making this like?
I kind of feel that because I thought this was going to be nothing. I honestly thought it was going to come up and be nothing and just be almost clickbait.
Bro, but I'm telling people this is not clickbait. This is not clickbait, right? And then it kind of is clickbait because we're just reading a fucking Reddit post, right? And it's probably not true. And now it's seeming like it's kind of fucking true.
Y'all, I didn't put her up to this, but she wanted to do this for y'all. You ready?
Okay.
Show them what you wanted to show them. She
Because
said she don't even know. Here you go. Say it again.
I don't even know the motherfucker. I'll block him because I fucking.
Wait, don't block him. Don't block him. Don't block him.
I fucking care.
He's blocked.
He's fucking blocked.
Yeah,
Why
but
don't
now-
you want her to block him?
Because now the messages
We want to get
are
him on the
gone.
show.
There was no messages. We all saw it. There was nothing there.
Yeah.
Well, she could have deleted them, right? I don't know. Is that Snap? I know nothing about Snapchat. That's where I get full boomer.
There was messages. You can get them from him if he's got them.
Block that motherfucker again. Thank you, baby. She volunteered to do that. How you mean?
I think this is a good idea to help chat because everyone's saying fake. This is our fucking main group chat, by the way, which I'm just gonna expose. Fuck it.
Oh, well, just say you shared a post with Billy Mitchell. See, Cobra Tate. This is what I'm saying. Like,
All right. Do you see this? Here you go. This is all the way to yesterday. This is all. I probably fucking leaked something now, but I just wanted to let you guys know nobody's.
Are you
staged
showing off
anything.
like the X group chat or what?
I think I just fucking leaked a bunch of shit I shouldn't have though.
No, okay.
yeah, you did. Oh.
Who cares?
You might have leaked her fucking Snapchat.
Well, thanks for drawing attention to it. I don't draw attention to it. People wouldn't pick up on it, Jordy. I didn't. That's why I didn't say it.
People are going to pay attention to it.
Jordy. Why don't you
think-
just point it out? Why don't you just?
You don't think these haters are gonna
fucking circle around it?
You don't think these haters are gonna fucking screenshot this? And
Yeah,
go
they
through
would, but now
everything
literally every person.
Do you know how many guys are in your girl's Snapchat right now?
Well, at least now you know Trap Daddy's full of shit because he didn't even have a real fucking snap. That's how you know that guy's a fucking lying pussy.
She has two.
That's how you know.
snaps. She has two snaps.
No, she doesn't.
She has two snaps.
She just told me in there that she added someone to Snap that she thought was him. It wasn't, so she deleted it. She only adds a handful of people to Snap, and he was trying to get a hold of me
Did you
through
ever ask
her,
her-
she said.
Did you ever ask her
Same
why
with
she wanted to add
Instagram.
him?
Do what?
She goes, she thought it was him, so she tried to add him, but it wasn't. Why did she want to add him to begin with?
Because he was coming at me because he was trying to do business with me.
So she goes through your girl?
Yeah, a lot of people go through my girl. I've done literal fucking editors have gone.
No,
People are trying to edit for me right now. have gone,
Why did they go through your 20-year-old girlfriend for editing?
Brantley to get the king.
Hold up, clip that. He just said a lot of people go through his girl.
It's true.
Jesus, I'm gonna eat another banana on your ass. You pull that.
Oh, you might.
Gonna need another banana off of his ass? I want. Yes.
Oh.
Not tonight, but
Tommy
yes,
Tallarico
absolutely.
donated $15.
Tommy
Rich
Tallarico.
Keemstar should let me on the Lolcow podcast. I'd be a way better host than Tommy C. I could compose music for the show. Did you know I have 100 world records for composing video game music? My mother is very proud of me.
Yeah, and your mother would be very. Could you imagine Tommy actually? He wouldn't shut the fuck. It would ruin the show. Tommy would just take over and talk about how great he is, even after everything that we know.
I think
It would be a fucking nightmare, dude. It'd be an absolute fucking nightmare.
you got some magic mushrooms in your future, bud. Where's Chief Flaming Star at?
Actually, I got some magic mushrooms in my past. If I'm being honest with you.
Morning After Kill is in the chat, apparently. Yes, he's here. Should we bring him on?
Bring him on.
Oh, hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen, Morning After Kill.
Who the fuck is this? The guy that she was talking to?
What's going on?
Allegedly.
I'm Bud.
Yo,
My first question for Morning After Kill is this.
Why do you have sneakers like you're a rapper from 2005? Why? What is this, MTV Cribs?
Oh, hold on.
Wait.
Long time no see, Keemstar. It's been a real long time, man.
Yeah.
Battle cam days. How's it go?
I know you, and I know it's way
We
back
used
in
to
the
be
past.
on the we used to be on the Dave Live
So many large men, including me.
podcast all the time on Battle Cam, and I was one of the YouTubers and testers for Fortress Craft back in the day.
Oh that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's what made Keem a bunch of fucking money. Made him a bunch of fucking money. Hopefully my game idea. It is a really good one. That's why I'll just say I have an idea.
Is this the guy they thought Kelly was gonna go after?
Yeah, this is him.
Bro, Boogie, look at you, motherfucker. Look at you. You
don't just look like Francis. You sound like Francis. Jesus.
I'm everything you.
He does kind of sound like Francis. Boogie got him there. Now, in terms of physique, Boogie, stop. You want to include me with that, too. I'm not saying I'm a sexy man, but
Wish you could
he does sound like Francis.
be, motherfucker. Plus like 90 pounds, bitch.
Listen,
there are 90 documentaries on the internet of how much of a
They should make a sitcom called Two Large Men.
loser you are.
Oh yeah, you might be a dumbass. Okay, but let me talk you through a little something. Okay, yeah, I lost my mind in 2018, 2019, did some fucked up shit. But then Keemstar clued me in on something. My bubble had burst, my YouTube bubble had burst, and if I wanted to stay relevant, I was going to have to turn heel. You remember we had this conversation, Keemstar?
Yeah.
I was going to have to turn heel just like wrestling. If I want to be relevant, I'm going to have to learn to be hated. So I have done a bunch of shit, most of it fake, for the purposes, and you're one of the dumb motherfuckers that believes it.
I'm superior to Boogie because of the fake that I believe because I'm fucking stupid.
How often do they do this? Not really. It would take away from my streams, and my streams do very well for me, so I have no complaints.
Don't be that fucking guy.
Now, should I have this formatted into more of a show with Jay? Fucking yes. However, no.
So you're like the one that doesn't have like a 9-page Reddit and Kiwi Farms post about.
Of course I do, and it's mostly made up. It's mostly a bunch of me and Keemstar scripted, dumb motherfucker.
Yeah.
Why is Keemstar like in front of a fucking like? It looks like he's at a bar. Why are the dogs barking again? That always concerns me. That means my child is roaming. He's probably talking to his grandmother.
Meanwhile, you gotta live the rest of your life with that voice. Meanwhile, you gotta live the rest of that life with your voice.
Let me get this straight. You're such a pathetic loser that you would let somebody make a 2-hour documentary, making you look out to be one of the most pathetic people on YouTube.
He's in my ass right now, actually, Jay. He's probably working on the Minis Forum PC video, actually.
In the history of YouTube,
yeah,
for
a
couple
$1,000.
$1,000,
Hulk Hogan turned skills.
Go get a job.
Hulk Hogan turned heel, and Macho
You ain't
Randy
making
Savage
Hulk Hogan
turned heel,
money.
and Jake Snake turned heel. It's
You
called turning
ain't
heel.
making Hulk Hogan money.
Check my bank account. Let's see if it's bigger than yours, son.
Bro, you are literally
Check my bank account. Let's see if it's...
Are you pulling a DSP? DSP flexed on LTG that he was making money, and then he begs the next day.
It's bigger than yours, son.
Every month on your channel. Hey, guys.
Every month. Yeah, that one time in November when I found out I had cancer. You're right. I did ask for help when I found out I had cancer.
Boo-hoo,
Oh,
I got
bully
cancer. That
him.
might kill me
Bully
in
him.
19
Bully
years.
the guy with
Look at
cancer.
the
Bully
fat
the guy
that's
with
gonna be on
cancer.
my body.
I have
It's gonna kill me in
I have to
4.
message Wings' wife. I'm so pathetic. I can't get a girl of my own. I have to message Kelly because I'm a fucking loser.
No, I have a girlfriend, and she okays me to have other girlfriends because I have a very high sex drive. Something that women
You have a very high sex drive. Ladies.
I have a very high sex drive, and also no one will fuck me, so I have to try.
Is that
I have to get
girlfriend
like
there?
20 girls in case one of them
you
will
have a
finally have
2-hour
sex with me because I can't
documentary.
find my wiener.
You have a 2-hour documentary about you paying people because nobody wants to fuck you.
I have a 2-hour documentary about the number of people I've.
Time.
Whether this is a stage or not, but Boogie, the reality is you paid those women to fuck them.
Time out.
Fuck them.
Okay.
More than 200K he spent on hookers.
Hey, you hold on, wait, Keemstar.
Point.
You were so disgusting that you made her quit her job.
Okay, first things first. Morning after kill. Can you get your girl to come on the mic and verify that you have permission to be in other girls' DMs?
I can. She's not home right now, but I will give her a call and bring her on to.
All right, we'll do that later then. All right, so that's the one thing. Now, does your girl have permission to hook up with other dudes too?
No. Okay, so.
What?
They're...
Look, live your sex life however you want to, but like, how does it only?
Reality of the situation is my girlfriend's 20 years older than me. We've been together since I was 24. We've been together since I was. We've been together for 20 years. My girlfriend can't have kids, so we're looking to bring a girl into the relationship that wants to have kids.
Wait, how old are you that she's 20 years older than you? You don't look that young. What is he dating? Like someone in her fucking 70s?
And he has no
or late 60s?
So he doesn't want to give Kelly kids. And I'll throw a few down on her.
Wings, do you want morning after kill to be your baby daddy?
Hell no. What are you talking about?
You have no choice to say. If she's down for it, then you have no choice.
Well, first off, Kelly can't have kids. She has PImecode.
You can smell.
What, a guy spit on a McDonald's worker? Dude, to work in retail is so brutal.
Hell, this podcast
I smell fucking great, Boogie. I don't know about you.
I don't fucking know about you. Look at you with your greasy curly hair, bro. You're the.
Boogie's hair doesn't look greasy. You look greasier than Boogie, to be quite frank with you.
I like my hair. I got nice hair. I have weird out hair. Look at your.
I ain't gonna hate, but like I'm gonna hate a little bit. I'd rather have Boogie's Jewish hair than your voice.
Do I need to bring up again why Phil wouldn't be able to be on this podcast? Oh, I did.
I would never want to have anything you have, bro. I could steal the wheels off your
house.
Hold on.
Except his wife. Except his wife.
You and my wife's DM pretty hard, not wanting any of mine. What are you talking about here?
Oh, I mean, that's a whole different story. Anything you that makes you are like one of the most.
Would you do Dylan Mullaney?
You're like one of the most despicable people on the internet, Wings, and you don't even realize.
What makes me despicable? Let's hear this. What makes me
I can give you 12.
See, look, I don't care if you. Some people are saying liking feet is weird. Look, if you're into feet, like I'm into titties, that's fine. But if you're sitting there like asking like women to send your shoes incessantly so you could sniff them and beat off, yeah, that's strange. Sorry, like, and I'm not saying like, look, you could have the fetish, but if like. You're not getting the hint in like messaging someone every day. So, hey, how about I send you shoes? How about a feet pic? How about I send you shoes? Yes, that is weird.
12, 13, 14.
Obby's into armpits. Oh, you're just like Derich. I am Phil. I have my own Derich now. I'm kidding, Obby. I'm kidding. Oh, yeah, Derich is any kind of sex. Unfortunately, some that would make him a pedo. I hope that's not true. He's into armpit licking. He's into throw up. If there is a form of sexual foreplay out there, Derich is all about it. You could lick. Derich loves jerking off to licking armpits and barfing.
Give me 3.
Your age of consent, how many animals have you killed over the fucking years?
Basically, regurgitated troll I said on a podcast for sensationalism. Come on, bring it on.
That's not true, actually. You admitted to killing a cat when you were a kid. But then you also admitted that when you were later on, like 9, 10 years old, you were throwing a cat in your backyard, trying to see if it'll land on its feet, and you broke its neck. Then on the stream, when your dog was
yeah, Wings, that's an L. Sorry.
Barking, you went over and kicked it, called it the word, it had a seizure, and you were Googling online instead of taking your dog to the vet. Like, do I have
your reasons are so up. Like,
bro,
first off,
these are all documented happenings.
Well, let's keep it real. If you went by things that were documented about me, you would think I was the Antichrist. So
let me tell you the document.
Let Wings respond. Go ahead.
Let me tell you the documentary here, right? I didn't call it the N-word because I don't use that word for the most part.
Wings, you should have left out the most part. You should just. Oh no! I hear noises. Okay. I don't hear the voice of a child. Okay.
Who? That dog's name was Zoe.
What?
Zoe, I actually sold because I hated that fucking dog.
Dude, he would. Derek. Oh yeah, he would absolutely beat off frantically if someone was. Someone was mowing their lawn. Derek considers lawn simulator porn. Is that game good? I heard it's good.
Dog, because all it did was fucking bark. And the dog that had a seizure was Riley. Riley was the little like golden retriever thing. Two separate dogs here you're combining together as one.
Can't tell if that's a cigar or a blunt. I think it's a cigar.
As all these factual videos that you're getting are secondhand accounts.
It's too rounded of a roll to be weed.
That are 15 years old at this point.
Time out. Wings. What do you...
God damn it, I can't drink coffee, because if I drink coffee, I'll be fucked in the ass. And I'll probably shit my pants, too.
You really believe about the age of consent? Right now, today. Whatever you said in the past, whatever, right? What do you believe right now?
It should be 18.
And why has your
and
opinion changed?
The reason it should be 8, it was never 12, dude. Like, that was sensationalism. Like, during that time, it was Painkiller already. The whole idea was to get people to click on be like, Lee, hear what Wayne said?
Then how come like 4 months ago when you were describing on like all the bitches that were in Mexico and you were like, they're 5'4".
It's the age of consent is 14 in Germany? No. I'm on till 10 just for 10 for tonight because I have to take my son to school tomorrow. At 9, you'd be like, Rich, you can't stream till 1? No, because then I'll be up till 5. That's the problem.
High school cheerleader bombshells. 4 months ago, Wings, your perfect description of a woman is a 5'4".
No.
Cheerleader. That's a bombshell.
You just added my perfect. You just added my perfect.
Nah, dude, because I got to get back and work. Like, what I'm going to start doing, I did it yesterday, and I'm going to continue to do it. But tomorrow it'll be different since I'll be up early, so I'll get the videos to Jay tomorrow. Is the day before, I'm going to always record videos so Jay has them the next day so we get more, because I've been all over the place on my main YouTube channel. It's my own fault. I got to stop doing that.
Perfect description of a woman is a high school bombshell. The idea was like it was a cheerleader type girl, you know, like the perky, preppy, young.
Is he lifting weights?
Like, you know, could
yes,
be high school, could be college level. They were like in their 18, early 20s, and they were getting weight loss surgery when they weighed like 140 pounds.
You said high school, Wings.
I understand. I said high school. Cheerleader. I understand. I said high school, and I'm telling you, I misspoke.
That nobody.
Like, only a degenerate would take.
Speaking of which, in the morning, because I got to take my son to school, so I'll be up early. So there you go. It'll still be, but then like tomorrow night, after I'm done streaming, I'll have videos for the next day. Come in.
I gotta go around the corner and get oil. We're out of oil. Shh. So somebody's gotta go with Matthew.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna grab your card. I'm gonna get 20 gallons. And we'll get it. That'll keep us until we can get.
I thought there was enough oil left.
So
all right.
All right.
Can Zach? I'm only streaming until 10. Can Zach just fall asleep with him downstairs?
I'll ask him. But
Yeah.
He's gotta get up early.
Life is fun. Where the hell is my card? That's not good. Oh, wait. Hold on. Be right back in 1 second. So my dad, like, it's not a money thing. What happened was my dad was like, hey, you know, you're going to need to eventually get oil. We should have plenty of oil, but just fill up for the winter. Okay, cool. We'll fill up for the winter. But he's like, it's not a rush because there's no gauge on my boiler to show how much oil's in it. Apparently, it was out. So we're getting some oil in the tank. That's all it is.
What I said.
No.
Take it literally.
Degenerates misspeak about failure like you do. It's in your nature. Remember you said on your stream, 1-2 times
Oil for, like, I don't even use heat on my side of the house. I have a heat pump. So the only oil I ever use, and I even think it's oil, I think I get my water heated electrically for my shower. I don't really use any oil. So yeah, good times. Not oil heater, a gas, you know what I mean.
I could let that slip. It's a mistake. But 3-4 times, that's in your blood. You said that about Boogie.
I don't
Why is he pumping?
You know what you're referring to. You're just coming off with
because you said so much on your fucking stream, you don't even know.
Yeah, it was just like, all of a sudden I'm like, really? Now? And you have to get the oil right now. Or whatever right now. Because then a fucking pipe will burst. And then it'll be an S-tier shit show. So my dad's out getting oil right now. This is fun. Well, I got to fill up the tank then. That's like owning a home is fun. Let me tell you something. Owning a home is a blast. And now because of fucking climate change, I have to spend $5,600 to get a sump put in and a drainage system put in my basement because every time there's not even a lot of rain, a moderate amount of moisture that falls from the sky, I get a minor flood on the bottom floor of my basement. Owning a home is fun.
The deplorable shit you said.
Gentlemen.
Luckily, this house is my retirement, so I'll deal with it.
Gentlemen, listen. One morning after kill, Wings is at a disadvantage, right?
Yeah,
Because
he's right. Yeah, Cypher. I'm like me and the quartering are peeing in my basement. That's why it gets flooded.
He's at a disadvantage because everybody knows every bad thing that Wings has ever said, right?
Yes, it does in many ways beat renting an apartment. But the nice thing when you rent the apartment, thank you, Blake. I give you a flood in your pants. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
If you have a good landlord, the benefit of having an apartment is that you don't, when this shit happens, what's up, Miss Sparkles? If you have a good landlord, they deal with all this shit. They pay for all this shit. You just pay rent and utilities, or, well, depending on what your deal is with them and what your contract is.
Right. Like, Wings probably knows very little about you, right? So he's at a disadvantage in this argument, and he's just going to be on the defense the whole time.
Like, for example, when you own a home and you didn't realize they had a different credit card, and all of a sudden you're looking at your bank account and wait a second, or you're looking at your statement and you go to check your fucking electric, and you have a $10,000 bill. Oh, God.
What I think should happen, I think like some real lines have been crossed. Like you jumped in Kelly's DMs, right? Like this is a man's lines have been crossed.
Why would I say what even as a joke? Me or... owning a home is fun, and trees smashed on my porch on Saturday. And you want to know something funny? There's a guy I watch, Cathoid Ray Dude, I think is his name. Like, say there's something wrong with like the water system in the States, depending on where it is, even if it's like they fucked up, the financial onus is on you. You know how much that could be? That's what happened to Cathoid Ray Dude.
I think y'all should fight. Are you down?
I want to fight him. I called him out back in...
Oh, Keem's looking for a boxing match. Keem's like, cha-ching.
Jude to fight.
And you know what? You know what I said?
What he said? Hold on.
Yeah, tens of thousands of dollars It's unreal. And home insurance won't cover it.
I said no.
You know what she said? You said morning after.
I think actually Cathoid Ray dude had to start a GoFundMe. That's so fucked up. He had to start a GoFundMe.
Those views aren't high enough to come fight me. So I brought my YouTube channel back. Go check my thing. My views are better than yours now.
First off, I didn't say your
now
views.
You're not big enough to fight me.
Or you don't have the clout to bring money. People pay for fights, and they don't want to pay for a fight for somebody they don't know who the fuck they are.
Bro,
that Wings is right.
Keemstar knows who the fuck I am.
No, he doesn't. He didn't. He
Yes,
thought you were Call of Duty.
He learned
thought
about
you played
your
Call of
I
Duty.
made Keemstar a millionaire back in the day. I fucking sold that game fucking Fortress Craft on his behalf.
Okay.
There are actually stories out there of you giving a 3-year-old kid an enema that wasn't yours.
What?
Again, facts are
Who
wrong.
does that? I don't.
Yeah, Boogie's, I guess, like he's getting angry, so he's letting out his stress by... Hey, you know what? God bless him. Jostler, Philip Burnell had a pipe burst. Yes, he did. Listen, we have a meeting about our game idea tomorrow, too. What is you caving in Jeremy's face not happening? I don't know. Whatever the fuck it is, man. I'm down. What Jay said, and I don't know if this is accurate, but like it's like the whole influencer boxing thing is kind of the ship has sailed. But if it's still something, do I want a bag though? Yes. If I'm gonna fucking throw punches and get fucking fists thrown at me, I want to leave with a pot of gold. I'm not saying, listen, I'm not Floyd Mayweather. I get it. But
I don't. If I had a girlfriend.
yeah, it's dead. But look, if it's dead, whatever, I'm in.
Keemstar, if you had a girlfriend who had a 3-year-old kid, would you give her kid an enema?
First off, he was 6, and second off, it was by doctor's request. I had a relationship.
Take him to a doctor to give the enema.
No, that's not necessarily. Parents have to give kids enemas.
I was dating a girl. She had a little boy who didn't want to use the bathroom, so we took him to the doctor. And there was all kinds of issues because there might be constipation and things.
Telltale AES donated $15. Poem. At the home of Philip Burnell, you could definitely sense a certain smell. You walk upstairs and open the door, where you are greeted by a DSP snore. Phil just
Snort.
cummed and the aroma hit you in the face, and he asked for $2,000 as a base. Hashtag CatDLC.
Oh, he got so pissed off when they said cat DLC. Remember that? $1,000 cat DLC. Well, there you go. The cat's going to be a huge part of the show. How many times have you seen the cat? I think you can count maybe on 2 hands how many times Jasper has been on the cat. By the way, if you want to see me wear a fucking stupid beanie tomorrow, because who donated that money? Was it DL5? Did you donate that in Argentinian dollars so it's like 2 cents to make me wear a stupid fucking hat?
Things of that nature.
Yeah, motherfuckers donating Monopoly money to hit goals.
He said if he's not using the bathroom.
Yo, you know what I'm going to need to get to? I'm thinking of it. I'm going to get a boiler with a gauge on it to show you how full it is. And my dad said, who knows? He could fix a boiler. My dad is like Mr. Wizard. He's like, can you add a gauge to it? He's like, nah.
Within this amount of time.
Oh, no, that was you. Oh, Susha, I trust you. You get the hat. I would have wore the hat anyway, but you get the hat.
Give him an enema. I left it to his mother to do this. She didn't want to do it. She didn't have the heart to do it because she's never given one before. So I did it. You're trying to make it like a sexual thing.
That's disgusting, bro. Take the kid to a doctor to have the enema.
No, parents do enemas. You don't need to take the fucking kid unless you're uncomfortable doing it to a doctor for it.
given like properly. You're not even a kid's stepdad. You're not even in a kid's life no more. And you shove the tube in his butt. The same
You know
way
what's
that
more
you had
fucked
your
up?
mom
More fucked up that you
mash the
keep
turd
bringing
out
it
of
up.
Yeah, they don't want you to have one because it's considered an emergency fill, not emergency Philip Burnell. And they could charge you more because they could have to come out at the wee hours of the night and cha-ching. Fuck them.
Asshole. You had your grandma mash a turd out of your asshole.
Here I'm thinking I had like 150 gallons in there. Like, I could wait a couple weeks. Surprise!
With her finger.
Wait, morning after kill. I just want this to be fair, right? You know, he said to you, he goes, you know I'm not a pedophile. And you said, yes, you are. You gave a kid an enema.
Oh, I thought you said slap two floppy disks to your breasts. That'd actually be more entertaining. Like the old floppy ones that were floppy. They would make that wah, 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 wah noise.
Right? Like, come on. Does that make him a pedophile?
Would you give... All right, your girlfriend right now is like,
saying,
what, 19, 20 years old, right? If she had a 3-year-old kid, 5-year-old kid, and she asked you, Keem, would you come over here and shove this tube up my kid's and squirt this douche up there? Would you do it?
Acting like I got sexual gratification out.
Dude, yeah, he's wording this in a way to make it sound like something completely... You know what I mean? Like, I could make putting ketchup on a sandwich sound like I murdered somebody. It doesn't mean that it's as bad as you're making it sound to be.
Out of it.
No, I wouldn't.
Let me answer that question.
So Rich got this stuff from the store, which is literally a cow that's ground up and packaged. Then he took the flesh of that cow, put it on a grill, cooked the cow's flesh, and then he got mashed up tomatoes that they call ketchup and spread it all over. Doesn't sound good, does it?
All right, let me answer that question. Answer that question. I would, and let me tell you why. Because there's nothing sexual about it. I'm not going to be gross. I'm grossed out a little bit by poop. But if a child's in pain and needs help, I'm going to provide help for the child because it doesn't turn me on. You're the sick motherfucker saying, "Oh, it must be."
Yeah, I agree with Boogie here. You have to do things for your kid's health that are not always things you want to do.
Sexual to help a child. It must be.
I mean, Wings, rest in peace, gangster grandma. She had to fucking fish a turd out of his ass. Wings told the story. I'm not lying.
Why do you think helping a child is sexual? What is wrong with you? Check
Because
this
he's
man's
the
hard
first
drive.
person to
Check
jump
this
up and
man's
throw
hard
his
drive.
hand up and say, "I'll throw a fucking tube up this kid's."
Sure, I would. If a child is in pain and needs my help,
Yeah, this dude in the corner he's lost it.
I'll help a child. There's nothing sexual about it.
You realize,
Yeah, there's nothing sexual about if your kid is constipated and in pain, and if the doctor recommends you give an enema.
This is why
like
you're the one
over-the-counter medicine,
sexualizing
right? And this-
helping
this
a
is
child.
why-
You're the one sexualizing help a child. Check your hard drives. Get help.
Why did you, in a calmly manner, without some, throw off line and some joke, morning after kill, why did you jump in Kelly's DMs? Come on.
Because I felt bad because I was on a weight loss journey at that time at the same time she was.
Oh yeah, Roy Orbison is I'm not into his music, but I could appreciate he makes good music. You know what I mean?
Obviously, I gained a few pounds back. It happened. But anyway, we were
Yeah, join the club.
both on the same weight loss journey. And here's Wings over here slobbering down DoorDash and all sorts of fucking making her go out and get fucking fast food and shit like that. And I felt bad. So I fucking hit her up and I was like, yo, we started talking and we started bonding over the whole weight loss shit. And then I was like, hey, fucking you get down to your shit, I'll buy you a pair of shoes and fucking send it out because obviously I'm a fucking sneakerhead. It's part of like what I do. I like fucking when I like somebody and I want to help them out and I give them a goal, I give them a pair of sneakers, It's just.
I could tell that you're a sneakerhead. You have you have more sneakers than like Macy's does right now.
Something.
My Macy's.
That's near and dear. We started talking and we were bonding and then she gave me the snap and then we started just kind of really fucking enjoying each other's friendship. And over time, it was like about 2, 3, maybe about 4 weeks we were talking. And
Ray, what's up?
That's when I think it was Wing Ting.
Yeah, the Macy's I meant by me, not the entire corporation. I'm sure they have plenty more sneakers than this man. Name is Rich. I'm here to say Phil fapped on May 1st. Oh, Philip Burnell. You know what's funny? If he wasn't so uptight about it, no one would talk about his beat-off session. But Philip Burnell is a man.
He's gone now, but he's the one that...
I know he's gone. He's in jail now.
Yeah, he's the one that did all the at the arena, right? Some shit like that.
Well, he did the arena stuff. He also did the swatting stuff.
Who's in jail? Who's in jail? I missed that part. Who's in jail?
Yeah, I don't condone any of that shit. I talk.
This is the degenerate circles you move around in.
Oh.
These are the people
I
that
am
you
not
trust
in
for your
those
information,
circles, bro. I am not in those circles. I move on my own, bro.
But morning after kill, don't you find it a little bit disrespectful to?
I guess that this is a couple times that Wing says it. I guess it's true.
Jump into, you know, another man's wife's DMs. Like, come on, bro.
If he ain't fucking his wife, I'm gonna.
Morning after kill. Do you believe?
How does this guy fuck? Like, he looks like he just rolled it. Not saying I'm a fashion aficionado, but he looks like he just rolled out of bed.
Based on the conversations between you and Kelly, that Kelly cheated on Wings.
Of course, 100%. Like, nobody stays married to somebody for 2-3 years with no sex in a relationship and not look outwards.
No, but I mean, what was that conversation between you and Kelly where she's cheating? Like, what did she say? Oh, I like you. Did you guys exchange pictures? Like, did anything happen?
Yeah, no. We've sent pictures back and forth, and she told me that like there's pictures that I showed on Snapchat, which aren't there anymore because Snapchat deletes them, but. There was definitely, you know, we flirted back and forth. And,
you ever show your micro?
Is that
I
true?
told her.
Wings? Was Kelly flirting with this guy? Is that true?
No,
I told her I was going to take her out on a date.
Cordial the whole time because I got to read their conversation the
Who is this guy? I'm still trying to figure that part
whole
out.
time they were doing it.
And I told her I was going to take her out on a date, and she was okay with that. And you know, there's a few times where she called me daddy.
Wings, did that happen?
No, it didn't.
Oh.
The way you're telling
misconstruing
it is more X-rated than it actually was. Basically, you said, "Have you consummated the marriage yet?" And she goes, "What do you define as consummated?" And that's as far as the conversation went. That's where
that's not true. I said penetration, and she goes 0. And I said, "How is that possible?" And she goes, "It just you guys tried and you rage quit sex the first night when it didn't happen right. You guys were too big to physically fit together. You couldn't fit inside her, and you rage."
This is getting weird.
Quit and
this is getting weird for me. That's saying something.
Said you're gonna go play some Rainbow.
I mean, you realize I got a bigger than you, right?
That's not true at all. Actually, I've seen your on the internet.
Okay.
And you say it's a half chub, but nobody takes a picture of their at a half chub.
This guy has the mental capacity. Yeah, he's interesting. I don't know if you call that a compliment, but he's definitely interesting.
What is happening in the show? How about this? If you could beat Boogie's trap daddy, I'll fight you.
How about this? How about
secret blimp?
I just come down to your house and fight you on your front lawn.
If you want to bring that, you can.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Wings would fucking bury him. Wings could fight, dude. He is for a large man. He is fast.
I'd like to see you take it away.
would
in
not do
handcuffs.
that.
I'd like to see that happen.
All I need is you're okay for it, and then I don't have to have any problems with South Carolina law with showing up at your house and beating your on the front lawn bare-fisted.
Mm-hmm. Dude, you talk a big game for somebody that sounds like he sucks helium.
I'm from New.
This is why Wings don't give up on this show, dude. You're like the star.
Motherfucking Jersey, try me, bitch.
Guys, don't be fighting in the front of the house. That's stupid. If you're actually gonna fight, let's do it in a responsible, organized way. How about this? Let's leave on this. Morning after kill gets his views up to 1 million views a month. All right, 1 million views a month. Can we do a fight?
Yeah, man. Borderlands 4 is coming out in 9 months. I'll be clearing that easily when it's announced in PAX East in 2 months.
So let me ask you. I want to ask you a question. What makes you think you can beat me up?
I know.
You're talking big game for someone who sounds like they're on helium. That was a fucking one-liner that's legendary.
Oh, I could beat you up, bro. I watched you fight fucking Boogie.
Okay, what makes you
You,
think?
you just said it wasn't a real fight. I barely threw a punch back. So
Exactly, and I already know. I watched you fight. You can't fight, bro. You literally threw a Superman punch off your back fucking foot. As soon as that would have happened, I would have clopped you right into
You
your
realize,
chin, knocked you on your
Thomas
head.
Hearns threw that same punch against Marvin Margulis Hagler, right? And he's.
Are you a UFC fighter?
But that's a boxer.
No, I will
Thomas
knock
Hearns is
you
a
out
fighter.
with a quick right hand.
What? I'm just saying,
Faster than you could say 12, 13, 14-year-old on the regular.
Morning after kill, back up a little bit and give us some shadow boxing.
Ban Amber
Here
Heard's
we
turd,
go. Here we
please.
go. Here we go.
Wow, he's way larger than I thought. He's bigger than me, I think.
Oh.
Dude, Wings would fucking destroy you. He would fucking chew you up and spit you out.
Okay, what? 5, 4.
Look at those little T-Rex
3,
arms.
2, 1, and
Yo, he's got who's training him? Cyrax? That's how Cyrax throws punches.
gassed. Oh, shit, he's got a little bit left in the tank.
Oh man, he's gonna come up.
He looks like he's pregnant. Is it mainly Borderlands stuff, huh? I didn't like Borderlands 3. I love Borderlands 2. I played the shit out of that. Borderlands 3, it just lost my interest in like 20 minutes. Is it just me? Maybe it is just me. I know people who like it. I didn't like it.
I'm over here fucking sweating again. He's gonna have some sweat in his brow.
Oh, that's...
Dude, you actually threw punches like that. You think you could beat up Wings?
It's a good thing he is missing a tooth, so he can put a straw in his mouth, suck some water.
Well, guys, we're gonna get into it right now because we're about to get a hold of the guy that has been in the DMs with Boogie's girlfriend. Morning after kill. Thanks for coming on, bud.
What do you think about that guy?
Hey, no problem, man.
We'll
See you later, dude.
We'll have you back on again. Did you trap daddy?
See, a couple other people are saying they don't like it either. These are some unique looking men.
Leave those messages on Reddit, the Lolcow Reddit, that you in fact are in the DMs with Boogie's girlfriend kicking game.
Yes, I did, and I am.
Well, can you tell us about that? Like what?
Yeah,
what's
I'm
being
real
said?
curious.
So after I seen Boogie and Wings fight, I've been wanting to.
The fuck was it, that lighting setup, and why? All right, you spend all that on that light, which actually isn't that much. You can get those lights for like $20 from Amazon, but whatever. You want to have this nice setup, which yes, the setup is changing this year. When I don't know, but this year. And then you have a camera that you got from like the dollar store, or like you got like a webcam from 1998.
Fight these guys for a while.
He's pregnant with Arby's. Like, dude, his gut is like really round. That's like a beer drinker's gut. I wonder if he drinks a lot.
I don't know. I got a little bit of a following. I've been on TV. I've been in the internet forums for a while.
Damn good question. You want to shoot him a DM while I'm streaming since you're in the group chat and we can figure it out? Would you mind, I should say?
Now I've been a personality. So I figured this was a good chance to get on a big stage. And so I started DMing Boogie. I started commenting on his stuff, trying to, weasel my way in there. And wasn't happening. The dude was ignoring me. So I figured I'd go after the weak link.
I told you the truth, which is the same thing I'm going to tell everybody. You got to at least be on Wings' level before I'm going to fight you, because I'm not going to fight somebody for free. I need to get paid.
So I figured I'd go after the weak link and weasel my way in. So I started DMing Desi. She started DMing me back. I figured, ooh, here we go. And I used some manipulation tactics. I got into her Snapchat. And let's just say things went ham from there.
Hold up. What was your manipulation tactic? What is that?
The fuck
what do you use?
I've manipulated my way into everything.
No,
I've manipulated my way to get on this
broad.
podcast.
Like, what tactic did you use to manipulate her to get the Snapchat?
like giving. You want me to give away my game?
Yeah, give us a little
game. You ain't afraid
give
to
it a
share
taste.
game.
Give us
I never did. I never did. I never did.
a taste.
So it didn't
Oh, what are those classic lines, huh?
take much, man. It didn't take much other than complimenting her, telling her, you know, trying to relate to her, telling her that I'm, you know, going through bad things like she is too, and I understand how she is, and she doesn't belong in this big crazy world.
Boogie. He might be telling the truth. He trauma
No,
bonded
he's
with
not.
her. He trauma bonded with her.
No, this is how I know he's lying, because you start telling this girl how pretty she is. She don't want to hear it. Okay. She's been told she's been pretty since she was 12 years old. She don't need to hear that. She shuts down.
Every girl
and
hears that.
Yeah. So I know you're lying right there.
Wait, what did you say? You thought she was pretty from, or she has been? But all right,
That's conversation's over at that point. Because if you tell a pretty girl she's pretty, then you ain't got game. Because that's not what you do. That's not what you do.
Boogie's right about this. Boogie's 100% right about this.
Okay.
Anyway, so I figured this was a good opportunity for me to fight Boogie. I wanted to make him fight me.
How much to stream The Last of Us 2? I'll let you guys dictate that. What should I ask for The Last of Us 2? We still got to do Baldur's Gate.
I was gonna do it one way or another. So I started Snapchatting her. The Snapchat started getting a little bit more spicy. We started calling each other sexy. That was the first.
Yeah, $1 million. Yeah, if you want to play The Last of Us 2, $1 million. I'm seeing a mixture of 200 and 100. Let me think about it. Let's start Baldur's Gate first. Listen, Rich, ban me, unmod me, and then restaurant me again like Nate and Wes. Restraint. Would you play the Alex Jones?
Try to relax your anus.
Because I don't want to give him money. Thank you for being a member for almost a year too, Juan. I don't want to give him money. And even if I didn't buy it and found another way to get it, I don't want other people to get the idea to get it. Wastelander, plot twist. That guy and Boogie are boning. Ugh.
Step. I figure it goes by steps, guys. So first you start commenting on a girl's page. She starts, you know, liking your you like her shit.
You're coming on her page?
You DM each other. You might take that to Snapchat. You might take Snapchat to text, which it was going there. And then, yeah, so we started Snapchatting each other. The Snapchat started off PG-13. And then we started calling.
Why is this guy's webcam at 2 frames a second? 2,000 Argentinian. That was a whole $1.
On each other sex. And then we started... I don't know if I want to say this.
Were you sexting?
Say it. Go ahead, say it.
Were you sexting with Boogie's girlfriend?
Kind of. So we were close to...
Hoot Wireless.
Maybe making plans for her to come out here to Vegas.
If you have on your phone any pictures of Desi, anything that went back and forth, did you screenshot anything? Is there any proof that you could just show your phone and show us some evidence?
Yeah, I'd like to see it.
So I can't really screenshot stuff on that shows the people that you screenshotted it. So I didn't really get that, but I did get, like, you know, I got some DMs and stuff I could maybe show.
Did you see her naked? 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 Did you see her naked though? Did you see her naked?
Why does he do that when he gets angry? I never did. Did you see her naked? Did you see her naked? Did you see her boobs?
I planned on it. And if I kept this going, I definitely could have. If I kept this going, she would have been in Vegas with me.
Here's how I know you're full of shit, okay? Number one, she ain't flying to Vegas for you or nobody else, okay? All right. Secondly, oh my God.
If you let me talk, I'll tell you
exactly
why.
No, let me talk. You had 5 minutes. I get 1 minute, okay? You got 5 minutes. I got 1 minute. You don't even know this girl. The way you're talking, everything you said couldn't have been more wrong. You are in the opposite land. You'd have to be fucking Bizarro Superman to land a girl the way you're talking. I don't believe you got a girl, much less my girl. Jesus Christ, man. I've known this girl for a year. I know.
And Nintendo hasn't taken it down yet? That's interesting.
What it takes to talk to her. I know what she likes. You couldn't be further from it, son.
Okay. I got an idea. Boogie, Are you okay with having Desi coming on and confronting this man and what he's saying?
Let me talk to her about it, okay?
But can you
Put your Italian sausage fingers in my nose? I think you mean your nose. Like my thumbs?
Can she just wear the headset, actually sit in the chair, actually talk
You
on the
guys
mic?
really want to do
I'll
that
ask
to
her.
this girl?
I'll ask her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're the one who's doing it to the girl with your fucking lies and bullshit. So let's go. Well, what's your blow your ass out? If she wants
I
to.
feel bad.
Blow your ass out?
And I feel bad. I do. I feel bad. But you know what? He's starting to annoy me. So now I'm done with the playing along. I'm about to start saying the real truth, man. Me and this
Well, that's
girl
what
was
we want you
really about to meet up here in Vegas. My wife brought up a great point. So a night.
What's with these suits? It's like, yeah, I'm going to go meet this 20-year-old to fuck. Hope you don't mind.
Right after me and Desi was snapping all spicy, happened to be the same night that Boogie caught on the Lolcow podcast.
He looks like the kind of guy who would own a really sleazy strip club.
The night after, Boogie got on the Lolcow podcast talking about he just got some sex. And I'm just wondering what got her all steamed up to get ready for Boogie after she got out the bathroom snapping her.
All right. Well, first off, let me go and tell you, I have sex with that girl just about every day. So it don't take much to steam her up, other than a little bit of love and attention and kindness, which I don't think you're capable of doing. Secondly, she told me very politely to tell you to go f yourself, that you ain't worth her screen time. She don't mind getting on here for Keem. She don't mind getting on here for Jordy. She don't mind getting on here for me. But she don't want to spend time talking to a fucking loser.
Wait, that doesn't
I
look
wonder
good,
why.
Boogie.
Her words.
That doesn't
Her
look good,
words.
I
Boogie.
wonder why.
I don't care if it looks good or not.
Wait,
She's
wait,
done.
wait,
She doesn't
wait.
want to waste
My farts are getting more frequent.
your time with
Can
this
I-
motherfucker.
Okay, I got an idea. Let's get another
care
witness.
how.
Now I feel bad, guys. This is
Wait, I got an idea. Let's get another witness. So, Trap Daddy, obviously your wife knows about you talking to Boogie's girlfriend, right? Could you bring your wife?
the
Pre-shit farts.
whole step of the way.
Could your wife come on? And
She's not here right now.
where
Call
is
her.
she?
Call her.
Yeah, I can call.
Call her on
can call her
speaker
right
to
now.
verify the story. Like,
Yeah, let's see what she's got to say.
yeah, okay. Everyone be quiet.
You're on Lolcow Live right now, so just so you know, don't say anything crazy. What do you know? You're on the podcast right now. What do you know about Boogie's girlfriend and me? Like, what's been going on?
Chatting for a while.
And how deep has it gone?
Pretty deep. Not trying to exactly sell anybody under the bus or anything, but it's.
I mean, just be honest. Just be honest. I mean, that's what they want here. Like, they're starting to piss me off with this. So we got to be honest with this. So how deep was it gone? Was it a little sexual or no?
In the Snapchats, I think that's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, luckily they've just been big, airy farts. So, no, because it's asset code exploits to implement data from the beta version of the game that was left on the cartridge as the game is running. Oh, that's an interesting workaround. It is. It's like a swingers club for large men.
And I showed you almost every single time, right? Because I would pull them out and I would open them together. We would open the Snapchats together, and sometimes they'd be her in like her T-shirt with her little legs showing, and calling us both. See?
Sometimes we say some documents.
Okay, quick question for
All
you.
right, I gotta go,
Quick
guys.
question-
She's
no,
saying
no.
a little too much here.
Big question for you then, real quick, Trap Daddy. The
Okay,
big
hold on,
birthmark
hold on.
that's on her legs. The big birthmark that's on her legs. Which leg is it on?
Don't pay attention.
Couldn't miss
I
it
really
if you
don't
just
pay
saw her
attention to
legs. Oh, I didn't really pay attention to you.
Oh,
Can't
saw her
miss it if you
legs,
saw her
but I
legs.
wasn't paying
time
Can't
attention
miss it
like
if you
that.
saw her legs. Can't
Time
miss
out.
it if you saw her legs.
Boogie,
All right,
his
babe. I
wife
love you.
just
Bye.
confirmed the story, though. That's
Yeah, but his wife, if this isn't all contrived, his wife could be in on it and being like, yeah, okay, I'm going to be on this show. Let's play it up. You know?
that is pretty crazy. That he just called his wife, and his wife was like, "Yes, this happened."
I mean, any good
You got to wear the D pants, actually, Jocelyn.
wife will do whatever the hell you ask him to do. As simple as that.
Could you imagine those are real and you have diarrhea and you're walking around with these fucking pants that are just holding in your diarrhea? Like, think about that reality. Obviously, it would never happen, but
oh my God! Every time
he's
So
full of
there's gonna be
shit. And
excuse
here's how I
every
know
time.
he's full of. Yeah, my excuse is you don't know this girl at all because none of the things you said add up.
I don't
I
know
know
her
this
at
girl
all,
like the
but I
back of
was
my
getting
hand.
to know her.
you don't know her like the back of your hand. You barely just met her. What, have they known each other for like a year? You still don't trust me. I know firsthand from relationships. You don't know someone for a very long time. That's why anyone who's like, oh, I won't. My parents raised me. I remember this girl. She was a radio DJ, hot as fucking hell. But she was like, nah, I will not live with a boyfriend before marriage. I'm like, so why don't you just get divorced the same day then? Because you cannot know the full scope of someone until you're in a home with them, living your daily lives together. Sorry, I don't care if you're with them every day. I don't care if you're with them. It doesn't matter. Can you deal with their like sleep routines? Can you deal with like, do they leave shit on the counter? Can you deal with, you know, they fart in their sleep, like just small stuff. Do you like how they leave the bathroom after they shower? Can you deal with that? No amount of dating for years upon years will show you the reality of that. Cobb's getting triggered by the girl reacting to his advice was funny. P.S. Not even a month yet, and he had a meltdown and broke his 12-day-old phone. Who is Cobb's? Basically, this guy was saying that him and his girlfriend, Sexy Coco, were like talking to Dez, Boogie's girlfriend, and like basically sexting. It's really weird. Is it true? Cobra getting triggered by that girl reacting to his advice. I'm like, Cobes. Dude, I gotta fill my... That was entertaining to watch. Kind of sad, too. Watching King Cobra. We'll watch more of him. Staying away or like straying away from Phil. Staying away would be extreme. We have watched some Phil. Let's keep it real. But straying away from Phil has brought us on some interesting journeys. Like watching King Cobra bottle. What did he body? A whole bottle of whiskey? I don't even remember what the fuck he was drinking. That was insane.
And if I would have kept...
Then he made like, I'm going to make a mixed drink, and like literally pours the entire bottle of fucking whiskey. It's like, that's not... What do you... Ice doesn't make it mixed, dude. Jack Daniels. He didn't do Jack and Coke. He did Jack and Jack.
This up, I would have got her
The
a lot deeper.
moment you talk
Pun
something
intended.
with her, the moment you talk something shorter, she would have shut your...
The worst thing, if you want to go into a war story, that I ever did when I first met my friend Jimmy through his cousin Sean. I'm still friends with all of them. And we went back to my house and we just got fucked up. And I was so hammered that I was just like, I started taking, not Sambuca. What's the shit that tastes like licorice and it's clear? I can't think of it right now. But you know, like the big cups. Who's messaging me? Like the big Pyrex cups, the red ones. I filled them up like it was water. And it was clear too, and it tastes like licorice. It's not Jaeger. I don't remember. I could probably literally go ask my mom right now. Her room is right next to my office. And it was like the plastic Solo cups, the big red ones, just filling them up, and I was guzzling it down. And I got so drunk I started freestyle rapping and projectile vomiting everywhere. Yeah, that was a moment of my life. I think it's Sambuca. I'm surprised I didn't get alcohol poisoning, dude. It was just, I mean, literally like, do I have a red cup here? No, of course I don't. It was like this big, and I was just filling them up. And you were so drunk that you didn't taste it, so it was like, you know what I'm saying?
Your ass down, son.
Listen, I'm just concerned.
That's not
Boogie,
true.
I tested.
That's why I hate alcohol. A couple times a year it feels good. Like maybe 5 at most. But that's it.
Time out.
All right, keep telling lies, son. Go ahead.
I am concerned that this might potentially be real. She won't come on camera, And his wife just backed up the story. That is weird that he just randomly called his wife and she's like, yeah, me and my husband been texting her back and forth. Wings, what, actually, forget Boogie. Wings, what is your thought on this?
My thought about this is, one, without actual proof of any of this, because I haven't seen any actual proof, because you're...
1 time a week isn't bad. Oh. Well, look at, man, it is... You know, and the thing about alcohol, 1 time a week is fine, but it's just addicting. Look at intro guy, man. He's been sober for 6 years, but, oh, God, when he used to come visit back at my old place with my kid's mom, and he stayed over for like a week, he would walk around the house kind of like Linus from the Peanuts with a blanket, Charlie Brown, but it wasn't a blanket. It was a cooler full of beer, and he would drink the beer, and then he would close the cooler and use it as a seat. Shit you not. You could ask him. I don't know about anything about does, but this whole thing being so public makes you think it's there's always that. I'm still leaning on it's contrived, but it's still entertaining. So fuck it, I'm here for it.
Wife could be ride or die. Like he could have been like, "Yo, I'm gonna do this. If it happens, I need you to say this."
Exactly.
Right. Like that could be ride or.
Dude, I wonder where the fuck. I mean, I've cleaned my place. I still can't find that fucking bird.
I'm gonna make him call his wife though. That's crazy. He's not gonna
he was out. Because he was out shopping ahead of time. No, he before he even came home, he was out. That's what he told me. He had 2 hours to talk to his wife. Had 2 hours to talk to his wife. He had 2 hours to talk to.
I was away from my wife. My wife is a retired professional fighter. She is a terminal patient. She has no business in any kind of social media trauma, bullshit. Trolling anything like she doesn't want anything. And if you knew her, she's
terminal. Wait, hold on. You don't just pass by the terminal part and just like glaze over that to talk about the fucking Boogie's girlfriend. What?
She's not into this.
Tell me something about Desi that only Boogie would know.
Yeah, then one thing.
Do you have any details? Think about your conversation.
She wishes Boogie smoked. She tells me all the time she wishes Boogie smoked. Every day she snaps me pictures of her in her vape pen and her little sexy outfits, telling me like, "Oh, I'm about to get high. I'm so high right now." Because that's one thing that we relate over.
Or like,
I didn't need to ask for pics. We were sending pictures back and forth.
You just played your.
Well, here's the thing. So if this isn't contrived and there is a modicum of truth to it, so why can't you just take another phone, your wife's phone, and take a picture of the snap? You know?
You just played your final card there. You out the game, son. You just played your final card. You just played your final card there, son. You out the game.
What is something she...
Rack's threatening this. Oh, my God. Base. That's like the shaman version of Camelot. He reminds me.
She likes
you out
sex,
the game, son.
You talked about her about what's something she likes. Why is that be weird?
Turbo Express now 7 hours later. Just realized that's Keemstar.
Boogie would know about that. You know,
that's not really like what we were literally just like snapping each other pictures back and forth. Like, so my wife and me like to flirt with other girls. I didn't want to say that on this podcast, but you'd probably be mad at me for saying that on this podcast. But sometimes we'll send pictures of me and like my wife will be in the back with like a thong or something. So Desi will send the same thing back and be like, "Oh, you guys are so sexy." You know, we're just she would just say stupid little kid shit because she's a little fucking kid. And,
okay.
Yeah, man, that's about it.
Oh, that's
the last time she sent you a picture?
Hold on.
I came from work. Abby came again. I know, Abby, I just cummed.
Hold on.
Let him keep hanging himself. I love watching him. I love watching him.
Boogie,
Go ahead.
Boogie, let me ask you this question. All right. Does your girlfriend wish you smoked weed?
I mean, we get high together, so probably not.
That's not true.
Get high together.
You don't
Except
smoke.
we do.
That's not.
We literally got high together this week.
She tells me all the time she wishes you smoke.
Try to relax your anus.
That's the one thing me and her got.
Here's my favorite thing about all of this, okay? But here's how I know you're...
Timbo Slice, thank you for becoming a member.
Lying. Because there ain't a god thing about your wife she would find appealing. Not a god, much less the fact that you're nasty.
Are you sure about that?
Hold on 1 second. My son needs water. Welcome to parenthood.
Fucking tits.
I may have to end things a little early. We'll finish this tomorrow. I apologize, but between my son bouncing around, me having to get oil, which is still going on, so, and he needs to get to bed, and he's not getting to bed, and he has school in the morning. So I hope you guys understand. So my apologies. I'm buying V-Bucks. It's just, he's like, oh, I need water. Like, it's not past 9 o'clock. You have to go to bed. You have school. And so I got to go handle that. So have a good night, guys. I appreciate you understanding. And like I said yesterday, I had the shit, so that's why I couldn't stream. And I felt like garbage. So I'll see you tomorrow with a stream, with a beanie. We'll finish this up. It's only 7 minutes left. And then we'll go on to other things. Plenty of interesting things.